Okay, so you know what it is. It's the birthday edition of Mac and Meeka Live, but when you talk about Mac today, we talk about Meeka Live. Meeka Live, cause it's Meeka Day, you feel me? It's lit.
What Juicy say? He be like,
shut the fuck up! Real hot girl shit. We outside! Ayy, I got every purse, every color. Shout out to my ex nigga. Thinking about what I want now from my next nigga. Same background, now them bitches know I'm staying with you. Flew me out to Turks just to flirt. We ain't taking pictures, we can keep it low. Nobody gotta know. If you ain't want a pimp, then what you fucking with me for? I know them other bitches probably say they ain't like other bitches, but I guarantee it's something about me that be breaking niggas. I ain't for the streets, cause bitch I am the street. And I ain't on these niggas, all these niggas be on me. And I'ma be outside till I don't wanna be.
Welcome to Meek and Meeka Live! There we go.
What's up? I got my people in the building. New York is in here heavy.
Shout out to New York.
Love it.
This is the birthday
My family's
edition.
in town. Say hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody. This is the birthday edition. It's my dog's birthday at midnight.
Hey! Shout out to DJ That is so funny, y'all. You can't make this shit up.
Came back on, right? Yeah,
Oh, okay, so come back on. Yes, baby, what's love?
She been ushered up this time.
Natasha is an escort now, too. You got many jobs. Not that kind of escort. Hey!
I feel an usher. Happy motherfucking birthday! Happy birthday!
The extra candles is not working.
That didn't work. See, I thought they were going to come back for it.
No, you can take it back. We're going to cut it during the
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Of course.
All right. Jay's
She came up like Kiki Shepard with that.
He's like, oh. That was for you, girl. That was for you.
I said he came up like Kiki Shepard with that.
Vanna Black? Yes. Okay. Yes, it's my birthday in 1 hour and a half. It's my favorite day.
So we ain't got to talk about my week. How your week been?
My week it's been really good, actually.
Let's talk about it.
I think we've been turning up.
Started on Tuesday.
Yeah, definitely been turning up all week.
The voice is winding down already.
I know, but Mac had to be quiet because he was like, I like when he does the from the month voice and all that kind of stuff when we out. But he was like, I can't do all that shit. I need my voice for the show, yeah. So, but we had a great time. We went to Jared's show.
It was good.
I finally made one because I've been out of town the last 2 times.
Right.
He did it, but we all went and celebrated last night. I think he was over there with my cousins, but. Don't give him too much shine, guys. Anyway, no, I'm joking.
I was going to say where was that? I forget where was that.
No, I said where he was at. I was like, don't give him too much shine. No, I'm joking. He's at Lounge 14 Bar and Grill. He does it once a month. It's called Uproar Comedy. We had a great time though.
That was good. I had fun.
Good food, good drinks.
The food was good.
Yeah, the food is always amazing there. Yeah, that's
The
one
service
thing.
was good too.
The service was way better than when we went.
Just don't use that. Just don't use
But
that.
that's how we walked out. We walked out on that bill and some shit.
ATM though.
Oh yeah, Mac went to the ATM and
Never again.
I think it was like
$17 to use that piece.
$17.
Y'all better go. Y'all ain't lying either.
He's not lying. He showed me receipt.
Y'all better go to get some cash for your customer. I'm finna go.
But he was taking out bands.
Yeah, $17.
Even the strip club ain't that high.
Nah, it ain't.
Yeah, she was like $5, $6.
It's like $7.
That shit's crazy.
Well,
They don't went up. I haven't taken out money in a minute at the
He
strip club.
orchestrated a good show too.
No, he did.
He put them in good order. And
Yeah, you were in a, Jared, you were a great host. I'm gonna save that.
Somebody said next?
Facts.
Oh.
Facts. Yeah, you were a great host. You put the lineup was great.
And we were sitting there before I said, don't try to use any jokes on me because I joke back.
Mac was like, if they even come for me,
Yeah.
it's gonna be all
every time somebody walked up, I looked at him, I said, I already got a joke for him. I was ready.
He was like getting ready before he didn't get ready. But they were joking on the white people the whole night. I was like, okay. They were like young looking. So they were joking on them. And I was like, okay, it's safe. You're good, Mac. It's all good. But, you know, other than that, like I said, my week has been one big blur. I heard from a lot of people that I didn't want to hear from, huh?
Never mind.
You remember that time we was out and I thought he was somebody else?
And I was looking at you like, what? She like, oh, this name is such and such. And I'm like, huh?
And he was just going like, he said, yo, what you think my name is? And I said the name. He said, no, I'm
She came to me like she
I was like, oh, let me introduce you to my homeboy.
That was not confused.
And he's like, okay. He went over there. No.
And then she said the name. And you know, I be making pictures punching down me knowing it.
So the funny thing about it is, he's like, let's say a person's name was Mike. He was like, Mike? But I thought he was doing it to be an asshole. And I was like, don't worry about him. He an asshole. He a real dick. When he don't know you. I said, all right. I was like, don't worry about him. I ain't never talked about you. I ain't said nothing about you. I was like, he a dickhead if he don't know you. And he was like, yo, you know who I am? What you think my name is? And I said the name. I said, oh, Mike. And that's not the name though. I was like, Mike. And he was like, nah, I'm Floyd. And I was like, I was like, oh, I'm just telling you all my business. Oh my God. And then I said something about like, I said some crazy shit. Let's start talking now. But I just, what?
You had to say nothing.
Yeah. But it was crazy. I was like, that was fun night too.
I was confused still over there like, what?
No, that made my night. I was like, yeah.
It was funny. No, it was hilarious. I was like, always something. I can't make this shit up, yo. I really can't. My life is really a one big joke all the time. But yeah, no, I had a great time. Thank you. You know when it's our birthdays, it's really our birthdays. It's not like just like or my birthday. Like we really be turning up because we trying to keep the energy around us like lit. You know, I never get low. Like on your birthday, I was in I see myself on camera. I was like, what the fuck? Like I never do that kind of stuff. You know, but we had a great time.
Right.
And I can't wait to
continue. My birthday's
that.
once a year, so shit.
Tomorrow, all white. Yeah.
All white.
Yeah. So we're gonna do that. Yes, and in studio on Sunday.
Yeah.
Yes.
Y'all come early, everybody. No Casamigos, 3 o'clock.
I'm coming at 5.
No Casamigos.
I'm coming at 5. Like I don't know what you. Y'all keep saying Casamigos is devil, but ain't nothing ever took me out like that yet. No, but that wasn't. Yes, but that's because I drank too fucking much. Yo, bro. Yeah, last night when we got back to the apartment, you never could tell. I got back to the apartment and I was doing some crazy shit. Yo, my kids had me on video. It was crazy. But they always do that. They video me and they was like, look at you last night. And they was like, I was beating her with my leather belt. I was like, get out of my face. And they were out on Grace came upstairs. They were out on my patio, whatever. They had just got in right after I left. They got in like when I got home. I had to leave because I thought my daughter had fell asleep and they were coming in. But it was crazy. Good times though. Shout out to Marvell. Money Launch.
Thursday night. Old Craft Bar.
The best night over there at Old Craft Bar. Thursday night. Yes. No, it was a great time. Yeah, I definitely enjoyed it. Sunday we're gonna turn it up. We need to do that times 10. Cause I'll be closing out.
Oh yeah.
I'm lying. I'm gonna still play my birthday.
For the whole season.
For the whole season. I might go into Virgo season. I don't know.
Oh, y'all Virgos.
Whoa. Shout out to Scoop too. Yeah, I went on a boat with him. What was that, last week? Oh, the week before? Yeah, yo. He's a baller.
Okay.
This motherfucker had 2 big ass boats. Like, now, when we go on a boat, guys, it's not gonna be that shit, okay? It's not gonna be that shit at all. No, his boat, them 2 boats that they tethered together, I was like, that's his too? Okay, we're doing both of these? Great. This is great. This is great. But it was a great time. I had a good time with you and the guys over there back there.
So the Virgos, y'all, August or September Virgos?
August.
August. Yeah.
Oh, so what you know? You a Virgo too?
Yeah, she is too. She's an August Virgo though. You know what though? August Virgos are the best. I've never met an ugly Virgo. I've never met a bad.
Wait, how many Virgos is it over there?
Damn, Mark, you a Virgo too? I didn't know that. Oh my God. All of y'all? Yeah. Oh, I was like, hell nah.
Yeah, he walked away.
Wait, yo, what's your sign? I gotta stay away from y'all. What's your sign? Taurus, right?
Pisces.
Same thing. Okay, same thing. They both crazy. It don't matter. They both crazy.
I thought Libras right behind Virgo.
No, it's Virgos and then Libras, yeah.
But I bring Virgo in.
Oh yeah, because you're the 22nd or 24th? Oh, okay.
24.
Both of y'all?
That's a lie. Both of y'all are 24th? Oh wow. Oh wow.
September 11th. Girl, we talking about you.
Oh, well we talking about y'all, Virgos. What the fuck?
Y'all coming up, shit.
A different type of Virgo? Like July Leos and August Leos? I don't know.
November, you don't count.
Really? Oh God.
December, oh, we in the building.
Stop.
Different.
And you know what? Stacy's a Virgo too. He's September 4th. Yeah, he's quiet, smoking.
My birthday in September too, but I'm gonna get to it.
He at the end.
Libra, whole life.
The second best L sign. Cause Leos, we run this motherfucker. No, yes, it's my birthday.
They up and down.
Who? Libras? Yeah, they need to find
No,
their
we
balance.
the phone friends. We the phone
No,
friends.
no, y'all are, but y'all do have that. Y'all have this person.
It's a scam.
Y'all almost like Gemini, but y'all only had 2.
Yep.
Personality. Gemini's got 8, 10. My daughter got 12, so it's all crazy. But yeah, no, that was the week. That was fun. What about you?
Shit. I don't remember. That's why I said let's focus on you as your birthday.
Okay, well, good. That means we're gonna take a quick break, a real quick one today, because we
We
started
be
late.
saying quick breaks, but I don't really.
I know. I just want another. I want to take my drink, but I just want to go over there and cut the cake for Avante. We're gonna do this whole video. So we're gonna take a quick 3-minute break. Might be 5, but you know, don't shoot me.
Y'all get some more drink.
DJ L Blaze, legendary visions. DJ L Blaze, know what I like. Know what I like. I'm New York girl. Welcome back to Meek and Meeka
You know what?
This gift's going. Listen, let me tell y'all. Shout out to everybody.
So Trent,
A gift is not required to get in here, but I love gifts. Y'all speaking my love language. I'm not gonna lie. Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up.
Bring it up.
Shout out to Shirley. Shout out to Gotti. Shout out to Trent. Shout out to Sean, Gracie, everybody. Wait, who else?
This is the paper bag, is it okay?
And press. Bring my paper bag here.
This
Baby, yeah. Okay. Oh, excellence. Yeah. Because I already know what it is. I can feel it. So I'm glad. I'm going to rip this shit open like that. No, it ain't. I know it is. I can feel it. I can feel it. My shit went off. My bad. But wait, I have to show y'all this real quick. Oh no. I have to show this. Shout out to Shirley. You cute. Oh, that's so pretty. I ain't gonna lie.
They know what you like to drink.
Yeah, they know I'm a tequila drinker. Say it again, Grace.
Hello.
Hey, yeah. I like when she says that. I like when you say when you speak like from the mug. And I like when she says that. Thank you guys. I love you all. But I wanted to say, hey, y'all talking mad loud. That's great. No, but I wanted to say thank you guys all for coming out. But I do notice that tonight, although we have special guests from New York and stuff, but we have a lot of entrepreneurs in here, and I just wanted to shout everybody out. Shout out to DJ L Blaze, shout out to Legendary Visions, Press is in the building, publicist extraordinaire. Doctor of Psychology, guys. Yes, bitch, yes. Right? And then we have Speed Mob. We have the Lab Rats.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that rich motherfucker over there. Okay, and then we have Exotic Hookahs is here. And TNS Auto World. Legendary Visions, of course, is always in this motherfucking building. He's acting like, and Bars is here. He was rapping at my daughter's birthday. He's fake ass rapper, Jermaine. You remember when the little boy came? Yo, he was rapping at my daughter's birthday. We was trying to embarrass her, but then we got embarrassed, I think, because her friend came up and battled him, and we was like, oh shit, okay.
We wasn't ready.
She was like, I don't know what to say back. So, but shout out to everybody for coming through. I really do adore you guys. And we're gonna get fucked up.
Y'all get a drink.
Get a drink. Get fucked up. Yeah. Oh, and shout out, of course, to Renewed Smoothies and Salads. They're not here yet. They're supposed to be here for 11. But we have food coming, guys. Really great food.
Yes, you got, and it's pretty healthy too.
It's pretty healthy, but it's very tasty.
It is tasty.
So we have food coming in for you guys. Because we don't want you. Tasty Stacy. That's not from me, guys. That is not from me. I will repeat it what somebody in the audience said. Okay.
Tasty.
Yeah. And that was correct to Stacy, my cousin over there. She says Tasty Stacy. I hate her. Grace got all her booze in town. I want to know how she gonna maneuver this shit.
I got Meeka thing going.
You put Grace on the spot?
She got her what on? She got her Meeka pants up. Cause I know how to maneuver, baby. I used to play. I'm renewed. I'm sorry. I'm an ex-player. I don't play no more. I don't do that. I'm trying to settle down. No. But anyway, let's get into these trending topics.
Okay. Speaking about being players and relationships and all that stuff, I see that Nelly and Miss Jackson has split it up after 7 years.
You know what's so crazy? I had heard that, y'all. Shh, in the back. Y'all, loud as hell. I had heard, so we talking about Nelly and Miss Jackson had split, and it was weird because the real topic behind that is that Nelly has always been infamous for being in these long-term relationships with Shanti, all these people, but he's just never getting married. So is that like a thing? Like,
shit.
just be together 10 years, 7 years, 10 years?
Yes.
Yes?
Oprah.
You like that?
Oprah and Stedman.
It ain't right.
Oh shit, they been together since I was like in 3rd grade.
Yo, they've been together before I was born. I don't even know Oprah and Stedman.
Right.
I don't know.
I forgot about them. Shit.
I forgot about them too. But you said that's cool. So Scoop is over here saying that that's cool.
If it ain't right, it ain't right.
Yeah, if it ain't right, but then why you stay though?
What about J-Lo though? Because it's a 50.
J-Lo's been married a few times, been engaged and married, so what are you talking about?
It's usually the breadwinner of the relationship.
We're gonna get into J-Lo today though.
Usually it's a man that's a breadwinner, but then Oprah shit, she's the breadwinner, and I don't think she want to get married. But for the most part, the breadwinner determines when you get married and shit like that. And a lot of times, men do end up wanting to get married, but that's after we like balled in and shit like that, and we done doing all the shit that we supposed to do. You know what I'm saying?
Supposed to or want to? I'm just saying.
Want to.
Shut up. Shut up. I somebody on my right over there. I don't know who it is. I ain't gonna start yelling no names. But it sound like Neff. That's how you really feel? I ain't gonna like Neff no more. I swear, after today, Neff, it's a wrap, man. It's a wrap. Neff is one of my favorite people, but not after
I didn't
today.
hear what he said.
He said we supposed to.
Oh.
He said it like trying to be funny.
No, I was just thinking in general. A lot of times they do depend on the man, but that Oprah shit, she control it. But for the most part, the breadwinner, the main person control it, in my opinion.
Oprah probably feel like shit. We've been good, so what we got?
Yeah, we real good. Yeah.
We gotta put a title to it, I guess. I don't know. Like, that's probably how she feels. Like we rocking it. What's wrong with it?
Right.
Don't fix it if it ain't broke.
You know what? I don't know. I think I'm so stuck in the middle. Like, as someone who has been married, I'm a fan of marriage. Not a fan of Stacey playing the videos. I don't know.
That's what I'm like, what's that?
That's Stacey videos.
Oh.
No, but who's playing that?
Somebody
You gonna hear that phone? Somebody's phone going off?
Recording.
Oh,
Oh, it's a headphone.
Who is that? Somebody's here?
Yeah, they're behind us.
The producer guy's here still?
No, somebody headphones or something. saying.
No, that's the one right here with the. Keep going. He works. He's working. I didn't even know. Okay, I didn't know he was still here. My bad. Okay, sorry, Stace. Sorry, Tasty Stacy. I don't even know if I should be calling you that. But yeah, no. As somebody who has been married before, I actually liked the union. It was actually fun. I used to have a lot of fun. It was cool. So I wouldn't be opposed to that kind of stuff. Like, but I don't understand the whole like being together forever and then like where we going from here.
Shit, look at Jim and Chrissy.
And she wants to get married though.
But shit, we just seen when the fuck the Love Hip Hop come out like
85.
it's been like at least 10 years ago and shit.
No, definitely.
Yeah.
But they was engaged for like after the second season or something, right?
Yeah.
And then now you're right. They still didn't get married?
No.
I thought they got married at some point. Oh wow.
We had heard about that shit.
And they
Wow. They talked about that shit in the verses, like how good they could have won if Jim would have proposed.
Oh yeah, I heard that. Yeah, I saw that online. Yeah, they was like the only way they win is if Jim proposed to Chris. I thought that was
he
good.
married Chrissy on stage.
On stage, yes, yeah. No, that was actually.
Because he already got somebody else.
Oh.
Already know that man got somebody else.
Ooh. I don't know
But
nothing.
you can have somebody else to still get married.
Yeah, that's clearly. That's my ex. But you know what?
Adding up the same years. It probably adding up the same years.
Together, like the side.
But they're not claiming the side, so it don't matter. They playing their position in the background.
Yeah.
Facts.
So it is.
Whoa, y'all listen, this facts.
And it's true. So whoever it is another person, they know to play their position. Play your position.
Let's talk about it.
Let them know.
Listen.
Like, nigga, if you get married, bitch is over. What? Because she knows everything.
No, you gotta be a solid.
You can't say it's over if you get married.
What
Like
you say, Grace?
we don't even know you. So the fuck?
If he's saying, yeah, if I marry her, you know, like we're gonna dead this, so he probably ain't ready to dead that yet.
Because he end up with two.
Nobody ain't gonna dead him just because he got married. They ain't.
You've been here all
They
this
saying
time,
that,
and you've been in the
lying.
background the whole time. So
They lying.
Right.
When he put it to that.
There ain't no ultimatum.
So
Doesn't count.
You don't think so?
I think
Hell no.
I think
I don't even want to go there because that's a friend of the show. I don't even.
True, but I'm just saying. I don't even know if this is true. This is alleged. But I'm just saying, like,
Allegedly.
that don't even make sense.
It's something. It's something.
This nigga said allegedly.
I think on top of them being together and being intimate, they also are good friends, so they know not to fuck that up with anything else. And I think that's why they both like be scared of marriage at different points.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe she.
I don't think people really agree with that.
I don't know.
I don't get for real. Like I don't.
She probably gave him the wifey, you know, up front, and
He's comfortable.
Yeah,
He doesn't care. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like this is what I'm.
But I
ready.
feel like she's real. Like one thing about Chrissy, she real as fuck. So one thing about it is like people like that, like they always gonna say, like the guys that deal with real bitches, they gonna say, hey, I'm not letting that go, but like, you know, hey, I'm gonna talk to whatever, but like listen, you better shut the fuck up about whatever's going on. Like Chrissy, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, cause one time Chrissy told me. One time at John's house, not being here. No, but for real. No, I know. But one time she told me, she's like, you know, fuck these broke niggas because they do the same shit that the rich niggas do. So don't you want them? I said, I'm trying shit out. I don't know. Like, I don't know. You know, she's like, fuck that shit. She was like, these rich niggas do the same shit. Like, you might as well. I was like, well, God, been there, done that too, though. So I don't know.
She'd rather cry in the phantom.
Yeah.
Right.
I feel logic in that.
I don't. Cause honestly, I don't like to cry at all. Cause I'm, you know.
But I guess she gonna cry. She'd rather cry.
Yeah.
With some makeup gifts or something.
That's true. That's true, no. Chrissy's a real G though. I love her.
Yes.
Another real G is J Lo. Like, I know they brought her up earlier, and you know she's back with Ben Affleck. You know, I'm not a fan of going backwards. I'm so not a fan of going backwards.
Sometimes.
So like I'm like looking at it like, damn, okay.
I don't do that often, but I've done that with somebody, and I feel like shit. Takari. I feel like the second time was better than the first time.
No, but see, I don't know, because it depends also too on how you end it. Because you and Takari always been cool. So even, I don't know what ended it the first time, but like, Takara's always been cool.
First time she was just coming off that show and everything was new and
so she was Hollywood?
But she wasn't familiar with my friends either, so
she ain't like all them girls.
She didn't understand it, so she was like, well, you got all them, why you want me? Like, she kind of said it recently, but it's never really vocalized it to me, but so she didn't understand the dynamic, like, well, all these people around, I don't know who's who, so that was played a big part, but then she kind of still hung around as a friend, but then we kind of understood each other, and then she got like way more like
chill.
Yeah.
She did, yeah, she was chill. Like at the birthday in was it DC we did, right? Because we was in Baltimore, but we went to DC to party or something, right? When I flew in, I flew in, y'all, on the jet. And then I was on the blocks the next day. Because a stripper hit Jacoby Jones over the head with a fucking body. Oh, was it? Over the head with a bottle. And they put me and his picture together like I was the stripper. One, I'm not a stripper. Shout out to strippers. I'm not saying, but I'm not a stripper. But then they put me and Jacoby.
You just heard Jacoby in the club.
Yeah, and they were like, stripper hits Jacoby on all the vlogs. And so, I think that was a downfall of my relationship, nigga. Actually, I'm not gonna, he's like, this is the shit I'm talking about, you so fucking friendly. They got y'all pictures hugged up. I swear to God. That nigga he was away scouting. And so I went to the party, I flew out with my homegirl, right? And something there. Yo, that nigga was like, you so fucking friendly.
Why they use that picture?
Why they use me? I said, why? You remember that shit? Yo, why they use me? Like, why me? Like, that shit was crazy. But you know why, though? Because I had posted the picture. So they had the picture, but that was not the caption, clearly. They took that and ran with that shit. Everybody started picking up the same picture after one big blog posted it. Everybody started taking that same picture. And I was like, I'm not a stripper, guys. I'm not. But he was like, yeah, you so fucking friendly. Your arms around the nigga. And they always think you're a stripper now. I was like, yo, that shit was crazy. It was crazy. I called back like, why me? Why they gotta use me? But we love Jacoby anyway. He's a fun guy. He's a great guy. That was a good time. Till he got busted in the head. About a champagne bottle. But yeah, no, I had and I wasn't even there for it.
Early too.
I left because the pilot wanted to go. Actually, the owner was flying it. The owner of the jet was flying it that day, so he had to get back. So I was like, all right, let's all go. But I wasn't even there for it. I missed everything. But that was the time she was actually starting to be real chill with it. A lot of girls was with us, and she was just cool with it, like, cause she, you know. But I think it's cause you showing mad attention though. That's what it is. Sometimes people get uncool when you don't. Takara and her sister. Yeah.
She started to get chill around then.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But you showing her mad attention, introducing her to everybody on the bus. Yeah, it's like before that, it may not have come like that, even because you're just having fun. You're not thinking that.
She said the difference
this
was,
time.
at first she didn't understand what was going on. She said, but then the second time I started making it clear.
Yeah, you were very like introductory, like hey, but we all knew who she was too. But you was very, clear or whatever. But yeah, no, that was a good time. But J-Lo, going backwards, I was saying. I'm not a fan of going back to dudes or whatever. I don't like, because I feel like it ended for a reason. So I don't like that back and forth type shit. But
what about y'all? I
feel like a small piece of she like a little clout a little bit. J-Lo, she like to keep people talking, and she knew a lot of people wanted to see her back with him. And
that's true.
She feel like she's doing that for attention a little bit.
Yeah, because J-Lo's smart.
But what is shit there because Tommy made it right?
J-Lo's also a Leo, I think.
And then you let Tom Tom heal everything.
That too. It also depends on why they broke up. If it wasn't about like cheating or something like that, I feel like I probably could maybe talk to you again. But if it was about something like immature, like I don't know.
It ain't gonna work.
You've been on party fucking people all night. I mean, I don't know.
How many times she's been married? First of all,
she's been married or engaged. Definitely engaged a lot of times. But married what with Mark?
Yeah, Mark Anthony.
Yeah, one time, and who else?
I think only been married once.
Only married once.
She's been engaged
several times. I think everybody proposed to her. A-Rod? No, he proposed to her.
She's been engaged a few times. I think she's been engaged to me.
I actually like them together. I thought that was dope. I like them together.
And then they broke it off.
Yep. I like that.
And they started putting the pictures up with her.
Hey, but now,
Yeah, I know. Do you think that in there?
What up, Jay?
Hey, Jay is here. What's up? Okay, Grace's cousin is here, y'all. Robin Hood. Follow him, download his songs. Yeah.
but J-Lo looks good nonetheless.
J-Lo looks great. She's a Leo. Did I mention that again?
You did it.
Girl, y'all that bitch is like.
Almost over.
I don't know.
Hey, Jay, Cousins is in the building. They over there. We was all at the strip club together last time they were here. All the cheaters, I think, right? Yeah, that was a good time. Great time, actually. But, yeah, so anyway, my bad. Next.
Oh, okay, next topic.
Yeah.
Well, in the sports world, we see that Carmelo Anthony signed a one-year deal with the Lakers.
I like that.
I like that too. It gives him a chance to hopefully get a ring.
Yeah, I just want him to get a ring at this point. I just want him to get a ring.
Yeah.
And I'm still mad about that whole Chris Paul shit. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. My boy been tossed around and stood there. Everybody thought he was gonna get his ring.
LeBron said, don't say that they too old and all that stuff too. He said,
I don't think they too old, yeah.
But he was, I guess people were making comments like that. So he tweeted
Melo?
about them overall because they're all pretty much the same year.
Yeah, they are. Like, yeah, I know. Yeah, because Chris
LeBron's
and
younger than them, but he came out the same year as them.
Chris Melo and LeBron, they were very close. They actually do these camps together in the summertime. Yeah, so.
Right. So now they're on the same
by
team.
themselves.
Hopefully they get a chance, to get Melo a ring.
And D-Wade, actually, they actually do the camp, and they hire a chef, a nutritionist or whatever, and they kind of work out for like a month together. They used to. I don't know if they do it anymore, but I thought that was great. What?
I got a question. Are we tired of the dynasties, the super teams?
I don't like them. I've never actually liked super teams unless they were made organically, like not, I'm going to go there and bring him here. Like, I don't like that. Like, if you were traded, for some, like back in the days, like I like that kind of stuff. I think like you were great because you're great and you're great together. Might give some stuff.
Yeah, I don't like that. Just putting together like these all-star teams.
I don't like that.
That shit good back.
I used to hate the Celtics when they made that team. I hated them.
Imagine Jordan being able to do that though.
Come on now.
Because I used to be like,
Like what the Miami Heat got going on, they got Kyle Lowry, right?
first of all, don't talk about that. That's my little brother. We ain't gonna talk about Kyle right now. That's what we ain't gonna do.
And you go to the Bulls where they got.
Welcome to Miami though, Kyle. Yeah, we love you.
They got Zach LaVine, they got DeRozan, they got Lonzo Ball. Like, it's making basketball exciting, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I feel. I feel like it's dope. Like, the way the Eastern Conference is set up, 8 teams, 9 teams that's competitive, the West is exactly the same. Basketball. That's how I see it.
What's your point?
When somebody over here said this,
Because they're doing the same thing? I don't like it. I still don't like it. Yeah, but what I'm saying is I still stand by what I said. I don't like it.
Somebody did, because I heard this.
yeah, somebody said disagree over there.
Yeah, they did over there. Troy, I think so.
Yeah, but 1 through 8,
Cheers.
to take in perspective, the 8th seed was Los Angeles. That's LeBron and them against whoever it was. That's a good competition from the first round compared to just waiting to.
So basically, you're a fan. That's what we're saying. You're a fan of super teams because you like to see the competition. You want to see. But I feel like you can still have that organically. I'm just saying I don't mind a super team if they're organically made by a trade, but then people were drafted there or whatever. I'm just saying I don't like when they all want to say we're gonna come together on this team because we're gonna get a ring and let's go. Let's all sign it. Like I don't like that. Like back in the days, like that Boston team, I hated it. I'm like, I could be the point guard and score. Y'all giving this nigga credit like he's so good, like fucking, like I could give me I would throw it to fucking him and I get an assist too. Shit, like anybody can do that. Like
If you good, you good. That's what it is.
that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying like anybody can be a great point. For example, if they surrounded by 4 other like superstars, you know what I'm saying? And if I could throw it to anywhere, I could close my eyes and throw it, pick anybody, just throw it, and I'm gonna get an assist. So I'm gonna sound great at the end of the game, but I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
But then when
you don't have to be great if you're surrounded by like 4 other great
But
players.
then when you say it's both teams the same exact way, that's good competition. Good
I mean,
competition, that's good.
it's great to watch, I guess. You know, but.
Two teams.
You said, I'm sorry, Mr.
I said name the 2 teams that it's not 1-5 stack and the other side is lopsided.
Name 5 teams?
No, name 2 teams. We're in the championship, 1-5.
No, I'm not talking about. I'm talking about back in the day. I'm just saying I don't like when it started. That's what I should say. I don't like
Are
when
you
it
a
started.
fan of players or teams?
I'm actually a fan of players.
I'm a fan of players
That's
too.
why. So,
I'm a fan of
you got a
players.
team,
But
it don't matter.
I always used to say that too. So I used to understand because I also feel like you should be. I understand following a player and being like, oh, okay, I like that team because I like that player. But I never understood when people like you're from here. Well, you're not, but I'm saying somebody from you were from here. I thought you was in Atlanta. I'm up there. Okay, you just back and forth all the time. So if you're from here, I never understand if you don't like Miami teams or whatever. Like to me, that just doesn't make sense for you to say, oh, I'm with the Bucks or something, or whatever it is. I don't understand.
We don't like the Dolphins.
But that's what I'm trying to say. I don't understand that. Like, don't jump on that bandwagon when they finally get to the Super Bowl. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't do all of that. I'm from New York. I'm gonna like every New York team, and that's what it is. I'm gonna ride with them. You know what I'm saying? And that's what. I'm not a Jets fan, but Jay over there.
That's how I
Shots
am.
fired.
No, if your team don't go, it's nothing wrong with you rocking with your home.
If your team don't go to a playoff or to a Super Bowl or a championship or whatever, then I understand rooting for another team. But people that be acting like their team is another city's team, I never understood it unless they're from there and they live somewhere else. I never understood it. I don't. But then some people did say, like Jermaine's son, okay, Jay's son is a perfect example, my cousin over there. So my little cousin, he's older now, shit. But he one time kept saying he liked this one, he liked this team, and he's going on that team, he liked that one. And then even with the football, I think he used to like the Broncos heavy at one time. I'm like, bro, you don't even live there. Like, why do you like Denver? And he was like, no, I like the play. So he was saying that. He was like, I follow that. Yeah. So that's when I started to understand, like, people, yes. Okay, you follow players. I get that. I do too. Like in basketball, I was a Shaq fan, so I follow Shaq. Yeah, and then I think we had talked about that, and you mentioned that too one time. And I was like, okay, I get it. That makes sense. You know what I'm saying? That's good for you. I don't know who that is, but okay. So that's somebody over here. My bad. I don't know. No, it's not me. But anyway. But what?
That new Jack City phone case cover.
I know, right? My brick phone. Don't be hating on my brick phone, ladies. Y'all some haters. For real.
Let's talk about these flights lately. So
oh my God.
Hey, Tia, we definitely can talk about it. Tia was supposed to go to New Orleans this morning.
Yeah.
And it got delayed, but I've been seeing that on the news a lot.
She was supposed to go straight from the club last night to the airport.
And she got a text that her flight was canceled.
I know, that shit was
That's all I've been seeing lately is like Spirit and
Frontier too.
Frontier. I don't know if they were. I don't know if
they had taped up their
he swung on the
He was walking on the flight attendants. I thought that. So why did the flight attendants get relieved? Yeah.
Yeah. Because I guess I think maybe because they put duct tape over his mouth too.
Yeah, they should
too much. They should have just duct taped him, but they put it over his mouth too. So
they should have just hit him back. They should have just fought him or whatever.
I feel like they wanted to restrain him, so that's what they did.
Okay. That's kind of crazy though.
What, the duct tape?
Yeah.
No, they needed to.
Nah,
they should have.
In certain cases, they can. In certain
cases,
they can. To restrain someone.
Yeah.
If they're putting their hands on them, if they're belligerent, they have to do something. They have plastic handcuffs, those little handcuffs.
Okay.
They have things like that as well. They duct taped his head to the thing.
That's what I'm saying. That's probably where it was too much. Yeah, went too far.
But like duct taping his hands or whatever, if they probably didn't have those things or whatever, then of course. But what do they do if this person?
But if it's okay in some cases, why were they fired or suspended?
Well, we said they got duct tape over his mouth.
Yeah, because
the mouth.
That was just like
duct
we
tape
just
the
put it
chairman.
over.
Y'all put it over his mouth too.
Oh, that was a lot though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, that was a lot. but typically they can like.
But they've been wilding on flights lately, so I can see that.
Flights and airports.
Speaking of, they just said that United requires 67,000 of their employees to be vaccinated.
Or they get fired.
Yeah. So
United don't play. United's extreme.
And I used to work for them. And they are very particular, and they have to be a certain way, and I believe that shit. And a lot of them are probably gonna get the vaccination because of it.
Or relieved.
Yeah, if they don't, they get fired. So.
But my thing is, I feel like you can still, if the customers don't have to be vaccinated, then why should the employees have to?
Well, because they interact with a lot more people.
And
it's constant customers coming on. You know what I'm saying?
But being vaccinated, you still can't.
No, you still can. Because speaking of that, Gizmo was here last week, and Gizmo got vaccinated 4 months ago, went to the hospital yesterday to find out that he had COVID. That's why he didn't.
Y'all both got vaccinated?
I am.
Yes. You can still catch it.
Either or. Whatever your belief is, it ain't no judgment one way or the other.
I don't care. Like, I just did it because I thought that flights were going to require for out of the country and things like that. Joke's on me, because they're clearly not.
Well, I thought the same thing, but also to be around my grandmother and shit like that.
That too, be around my parents and right.
That's why I did it.
But you know that even though you're vaccinated, because even my therapist for my shoulder, she just got cleared today because she had it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm starting to realize too, like,
I think what because I said the same thing to my parents, but I think their thing was, and like a lot of people were saying last night,
a lot of people thought because they was vaccinated, immune to it, it doesn't mean that.
No, and I said at the show too, the girls like, that just means that we won't get it as severely, and like they were saying that Coach P?
Meanwhile,
that's what they said.
Coach P? But meanwhile, Gizmo went to the hospital for chest pain.
That's probably what it was though. Yeah, so he had a bad,
One guy commented. He said, I feel like it's not mandatory for customers. It should be mandatory for employees. We still can be carriers of the virus and get COVID with the vaccine.
And still got to sit down for 2 weeks.
No idea where the customers are coming from and who they've been around, and their immunization status. It's certainly the mark of the beast. To force this on anyone, yet the flu is not mandatory, but it kills more people than COVID.
I don't think that anything should be mandatory as far as vaccines, because you know there are a lot of side effects. You do what you want to do, but I also think you can't complain if someone says if you're not vaccinated, you can't come. You know, like for example, my kid is going to college, my oldest, and they have to be vaccinated to come in person. You can't be mad like if they say that, but because you know. It is what it is. You have the right to say whatever, but you can do whatever. You go somewhere else or do whatever, you know.
Jen, if you don't want to get it, you could leave and then file for unemployment. Because right now,
you get a drink.
You know what I'm saying?
They probably get paid more anyway.
Exactly. A lot of unemployment people are getting paid more than their job. So if you don't want to get vaccinated,
everybody on unemployment right now.
Yeah, that's what all the fast food places they having the signs up. Right. They were like,
everybody got signs up.
Please be patient for the people that actually decided they wanted to come in today. And they were like,
at some places you can't dine in if you're not vaccinated as well. In New York, I heard that too.
Yeah, New York.
That's gonna start. Yeah, that's gonna start.
Jim's also
Troy and Stacy, we were talking to them about that earlier, like how they felt about having you have to have the vaccine card, I think, to get into places now. Coming up, right?
They were saying you couldn't even question if you got vaccinated or not, but now said that you could do it.
One guy, no Fredo, they had put them on a thing because they was doing a Netflix show. He's an actor, you know what I'm saying? To go on a Netflix show to actually start filming, they had to get vaccinated, and he got a card. He don't believe in getting vaccinated, but he got his card and showed it to them, and they didn't do it.
He got a fake card?
Fake card.
They gonna start selling them like crazy.
Yeah, but people been getting busted with them shit.
I was gonna say, somebody got busted recently. They got arrested. The place was giving out fake cards. Or they were selling it. I mean, you can get it anywhere, yeah. It's like...
They bootleg everything.
Yeah, my cousin... I hate to put my...
First of all, wait, time out. I have to say this. Why I didn't know that boosting is really still a real thing like that. I thought people just like scamming and doing shit, right? I didn't know niggas is still in the stores boosting and they're selling that shit, whatever. Hey!
kicking your shit up.
Yeah, what's up? We with y'all. So, I didn't know that niggas was still doing that. I thought it was just scams, like running credit card scams and doing all kind of other stuff.
No, it's always gonna be a scam.
Meeka. Girl, what?
I thought we was on credit card scams and all that other shit. I didn't know niggas was doing what? Oh, you got it from a booster? Hey, they was in their hair salon yesterday.
Hand off the tag.
They was in their hair salon yesterday. The shit was still attached. The fucking sensors.
All you gotta do is burn that shit off.
The sensors is still attached. She showing us. I was like, they still doing that shit. I thought there was other scams out there that was more popping.
Nah, people still boosting, yeah.
Girl, what is right?
No, I thought we was on to other scams. Like, yeah, I definitely did not think we was like boosting.
No, booster always gonna be a scam.
Yeah.
A big one, like, yeah, she came with a huge ass bag, man.
Yeah, people always want to still boost.
They always go.
Damn.
Yeah, they came like
Right.
with baby clothes.
Yeah, that's why they had all kinds of I was like, damn, let me see what size you got. And she came with kid stuff, right? But like designer kid stuff. I was like, let me see what's size like, let me see. I know.
Huh? Yeah, no Christ.
You know, I'm next segment.
So you know, in November they have now made November
hip hop, yeah.
Hip hop month.
Yeah. I thought that was dope, but
it is.
hip hop is everything for me, so I don't know.
November now become Hip Hop History Month.
Okay.
I heard that and I was like, hip hop is every day for me, so I didn't give a fuck.
But I guess like you gotta give like the back history, you know, the backstory of hip hop.
Pay homage and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's come a long way.
Yeah.
It's only been around for like.
But I feel like they do that at different award ceremonies too now, so I don't know. We giving them it's just too.
Whose idea was that?
I don't know.
Where y'all got this from?
Oh, we all got the front. Bring them a topic.
What?
Because they have a hip hop.
Who said that?
It's your turn.
Oh no, So what I wanted to talk about was other stuff. So I was arguing earlier today with Troy over there. We was arguing about Kevin Samuels. You guys familiar with him?
Yeah.
The black guy.
I know, yeah. Me too. So we were arguing.
Oh, it's all women who don't like him now.
That's what the whole argument was about. So Troy says, and I quote, he speaks to real. It's just because you interpret it.
His delivery can be off a little bit.
I said, no, it's what he says. I said, he said something about, you want a man with money? Look at you. That's not going to happen. Like, why is he talking to people like that?
Yeah, he talk a little disrespectful though. But he be having like some truth to what he's saying, man. It's his delivery.
Oh my God.
His delivery off though.
But that's for the views. He did it for the views to trigger people, but the message is still sound.
The truth hurts.
I was on YouTube one day and
It's just the way he delivered though. He be disrespectful.
Hold on. What you say, Sean?
It's the way he brings it to you.
That's what he said, delivery. What you say, man?
It's the way he say it.
I was on YouTube scrolling and I came across this scene where his ex-wife is supposed to be coming forward with some information about him being like not that nigga that he's
claiming. Okay.
Well, it might be a character, you know. Like
Sometimes as women, we need to hear certain things that we don't want to hear.
There you go.
There it is.
See, that's
Yeah, fuck that. I don't want to hear shit.
y'all can clap this for you.
She crazy, Virgo's crazy, and I was like, I don't know.
Sometimes we want to hear it and we don't want to hear it, but it is what it is.
She said Go ahead.
No, we have to hear it. I'm a woman. I'm a grown woman. And I've been through experience. Certain things we have to hear and we don't want to hear it as a woman.
Preach.
Not the shit he be talking. I agree with you.
He has a harsh way of saying it, but sometimes he's a little great point.
Why not?
Why
not though?
I agree that.
It's just the way he say it.
Yes.
Who's asking the question?
He's very direct and humble at times.
See, that's the crazy thing about it is, I think that's why, I was raised around a lot of men anyway, boys and guys, whatever. So, but I always enjoy like hearing that. So we very real. They would tell me whatever, like we're very real. But I feel like They never talked the way this motherfucker.
No, like,
That's what I'm
if you
saying.
women
That's what I'm saying. So it's a.
there with their shit together, right? And then
Hey, that's what I'm saying. He
he'll be
beat
like,
you
so
down.
what do you rate
He be
yourself?
around the bush
From
with it.
1
I
to
really
10?
said. And they were like an 8. And he was like, nah, you an easy 5. I was like, bro, like you're wild.
He's not lying.
But no, but that's what I'm trying to say. The thing about that is, you guys are saying the truth and this and that. The truth, but like beauty's not, or not beauty even, but looks are in the eye of the beholder. So for me to say that I'm rating you, I may rate somebody. I like a different type. So I might say you a 9, and somebody else is gonna say you're a 6 or a 5 because you don't like that type. You understand what I'm saying? So for you to
But
say
she
that.
shouldn't take what he say as like.
They be all live. Of course, I'm gonna be embarrassed. And I'm gonna take that shit.
But it's not shit.
But they're all live.
You know,
And then Meeka, I feel like even.
But is it the truth? That's your truth. That I'm a 5. That's not the truth. You
No, but
understand?
Meeka, I feel like even if we gave you people to judge, even though people might not be your type, you would still give an accurate assessment of how they look. They might not be your type, but at the same time, you could tell somebody's attractive or not.
But isn't like the majority of the stuff he talks about like a man's perspective on how the way they see things? You know what I'm saying? So I think like looking from his perspective, like he might be harsh, right? But at the same time, he preaches it from a man's perspective, like how the way they see things, not sugarcoating it. You know, I'm not trying to holler at you, nothing. Just this is what it is. And then I feel like that's what triggers a lot of people. Is where he just told you this is what it is.
It's all women that try to get him kicked off and banned shit.
I don't like his ass either. And he ain't do nothing to me. He's never done anything to me, by the way.
But I hear why y'all mad. He just sitting up there with his glasses talking shit. So y'all be like, what the fuck is this nigga talking
like,
about?
who you think
You
you are?
finally got a dude that's saying y'all ain't shit, because girls always say niggas ain't shit. So now you got somebody
Wait,
saying
hold up. That's not true. Because I say
You
I
always
used
say
to.
niggas
I
ain't
say but I say I ain't shit either. I used to be not shit.
You say you ain't shit too.
I say that all the time.
But
I
niggas
used to
still
not
don't
be
be
shit.
shit either.
I'm trying to be shit now, y'all. I'm trying to be shit. So
At one point.
I'm trying. Not yet.
You say you wasn't shit?
You want to start today on your birthday?
What? I actually was trying to start like this month, like all August, but it's not work. I tried.
This your new year. This your new year.
I ain't gonna lie. I tried. After last week's episode, I really tried. It's hard. It's hard.
Matter of fact, Meeka birthday in 17 minutes.
It ain't hard.
It's hard. No, it's hard. It's very
So you
hard.
can start in 17 minutes.
It's Grace, right? I tried this week. I tried to be nice. I can't do it. I can't. I don't know. Let's move along. Let's move. But Kevin Samuels, yeah, no. But no, with that, it's not. I say all the time that women ain't shit. Cause we're not. Like
You don't really say women ain't shit.
I say me. I speak for myself.
Yeah, I say you
All
say.
women.
I do speak for
No,
myself.
that's all women because we know how to cheat.
Exactly.
Oh,
No, that's true. No, they do know how to cheat. They do know how to cheat.
That's very true too. I don't know
So why
about
y'all
that
acting like y'all
life.
don't cheat?
We know how to cheat.
and y'all crazy.
Oh, we gonna get into your ass in a minute. We ain't crazy. We gonna talk about that in a minute. We gonna talk about that in a minute. Shut up. He's here. He's here. I told everybody about you. He's here. Alex. I told everybody. We a motherfucking superstar in the crew. I told the whole group chat. Meeka. He got that bitch stuck in him. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that in the last one. But yes, you're right, Sean.
We do know how to cheat.
That's I've heard that. I don't know.
Well, the thing is, niggas don't be going through girls' phones and all. Y'all be doing shit too, though. Ain't gonna be digging through nobody's phone. Y'all be doing all that shit. I'm
gonna keep it real.
That's probably why y'all feel like y'all cheat. Cause we not trying to be inspected gadget all y'all business.
Really? My ass has been fucking waiting and fucking put a fucking microphone in my car.
Is that?
Okay, that's one time.
That's
I was about to put a recorder in my car.
Wait, but the reason why I feel like y'all got this camaraderie is because I feel like a lot of times when women cheat, it be like we cheating to get back at them. We cheating off that, so that's why I feel like y'all doing that.
Sometimes they not always cheating to get back at nobody either. Sometimes
But at the same time, that's a lot of the times what they say.
So way back in the days, I used to just like, cause I used to just I love niggas. I just do. But way back in the days, that was way back when I had a red and black on my chest.
When they have the mask.
No, that was way back.
Alright, so she said back in the day she just.
But now I would cheat off of like. Actually, I'm not even. Fuck it. I don't even fuck that shit. I don't care.
Nah, what you about to say?
I would say like now I would cheat just because. Actually, I would leave now. Actually, I don't even want to talk to you no more. You know what I'm saying? But the last time I cheated, it was because it's like I don't feel like I'm getting the attention I want anymore and things like that. So it's a reactive cheat. You know? No. Which is what? Yeah, that was the last time. But she gives up. Yeah. So, but phones, I actually don't believe in that. I don't care about it. But when I feel like I want to or need to, I already know it's over. So that's what happened with my marriage. I was like, I know I'm not crazy. Something's going on. So I already knew it was over. That's when I'm like, I'm gonna go through this because I'm gonna find something. And I didn't find anything. That's when I was like, I was smarter than that. He had an app. He had an app. No, he had an app. And I found it.
I ain't find nothing when I went through his phone, but I'm.
That was some real crazy shit. No, I thought I would find something, but he's not smart enough to like erase everything. So something, he gotta have something that's hiding it. And I went to his phone and I noticed 2 calculators. I noticed 2 calculators. And I said the calculator cheating that. It's some crazy shit. And so I deleted that bitch, huh? And I watched him go look at the phone, he was looking around, I was like,
but you know what she said? She went through his shit, she ain't find nothing. But she kept going like that.
I tried to keep going. I said I knew that something was up. So I was like, I know I'm not crazy.
That's a
so
lot.
You went through every
single. And that's why I say like dudes ain't gonna do all that.
I went through the phone. Like you know you scroll across?
Yeah, but you had to go through like every app, or you was like, there's too many calculators.
No, I went through the no. What happened was one day I went through it when you said I was like something's not right and there was nothing in the text or whatever. And I said, he's not that smart to delete everything. Like he's gonna forget something. He's not that. Yeah. You know, he don't have the time. He don't have the energy to do all that. So I went to sleep and I was like, there's something ain't right. It gotta be something. So the next day I was like, you know what? Let me look again. And that's when I looked and I started swiping through the phone. And I was like, because I'm thinking maybe it's another app like back in the days. Like I don't think we had WhatsApp at the time, but I'm like another app, right? That you could text through. So I was looking for like another chat app. And I scroll and I'm like, why are there 2 calculators? That was the first thing I clicked. And I was like, well, I clicked them both. I clicked one calculator, it was regular. I clicked the next one, it was regular. And I said, So what I did do was I went into the app, we share Apple, iCloud, like, you know, the receipts and stuff. So what's not downloaded on my phone, I wanted to go through. And when I what's not downloaded on my phone, there was a calculator cheating that. I said, oh shit.
But you don't think you pushed him to cheat?
I ain't pushed that motherfucker.
You pushed him.
Nah, I ain't pushed the nigga.
All the stuff you doing.
I ain't pushed the nigga. I definitely didn't push him to cheat. I know that I think he was going through some shit at that time because nobody knew who he was anymore. We were out all the time and niggas asking him to take pictures of us. And he niggas like, I ain't no fucking photographer. Don't ask me to do no shit for you. He was acting crazy with me. We was at This Is 50. Meek 50 say he acting fucking crazy, nigga. Ask your age. That's what he said. That's what he said, some shit like that. I ain't believe that shit either. Oh, no, not effective. He said I was making him feel like up here no more. Like he was that nigga. I'm like, I'm busy. Like I guess I don't have time. I don't know. I finished the show. We were doing a lot.
Came on basketball wise too. So
because he was over.
The roles is kind of like
he was
people would recognize her too. So it's like it probably started changing.
And then we went to So you remember when we lived in Atlanta? That's when I actually met Takeo Spikes, right? I think it was Atlanta, yeah. So I met Takeo there, but me and Takeo ended up being very close. And when we moved to the Bay, I would go out with Takeo. Like we used to just be out all the time together. And he just always say like, I'm touchy. I talk when and that's why I said with the picture that came out with you, I'm talking about you so fucking touchy. Feel like you always on a nigga. They think that you fucking this nigga, whatever. But when we were out in Atlanta, I never met Stevie J. I don't know this man. Right. But you know he was known on the show for fucking everybody, right? So we both had an interview to do with This Is 50 Radio. It was me, him, Jocelyn, and somebody else, right? Reality people. And they were very late, him and Jocelyn, very late. We ended up starting without them, me and the other girl, I can't remember who it was now. And we do the show, we leaving, and now Jocelyn and Stevie coming through. Now we all have posted this flyer with all 4 of our fucking pictures on there. Even if you don't know, you kind of see me at the time. I think I was blonde too, like whatever after the show. Right. So you gonna see me coming out. We were coming out, no lie. We had like an entourage of people with us coming from the radio. He had an entourage of people. Jocelyn was in the camera giving a drop and doing whatever, so her back was turned. And he was like, oh, what up, Meek? Why that nigga do that shit? He came and gave me a hug. This nigga left me. This nigga left me in the parking lot. But I drove on my own. But he just left and he went home. We were taking everybody out. We were going out to a restaurant out there after the interview. He just left and he went home. And I was like, where the fuck you at? But he was like, you fuck that nigga. You was out, you know, when you because I was out a lot. I'm the going out person. I like to be out.
Their personality is like, he's really laid back and chill. She's more, he allows her to be like.
But it was cool. It was cool.
Yeah.
But he was like, you never met that nigga in Atlanta? I was like, no. He's like, but how he know you? I said, we posted it flyer. I'm sure I posted it 3 times, a few times. I kept reposting them. I reposted myself. Right. It was just weird, but he went off. Like, he was like, yo, that nigga hugged you. Like, he did hug me tight. He did. But I've never met this man in my life.
Watched the show too, so he's familiar with that too.
I've never met him in my life.
They always say you stick with the enemy.
What?
And they be jealous of you.
I don't know. That shit.
Sleeping with the enemy is like a big thing.
They always say you jealous. Your spouse will be jealous of you.
Well, I saw that after, but I only saw that after, like, you know, he retired early for him and his head, and you know, because of injuries, he couldn't really just keep doing it.
And he was jealous.
And he was, yeah.
But the role reverse, like he was an NBA star all this time, and then all of a sudden she got on the show, and so now the roles are starting to reverse. Now people starting to know who she was over him more because a reality show at that time was big. She just came off a big show, and then
he started saying crazy shit like, you wouldn't even be on that shit with me. Nigga, relax. I don't fucking care. Like, it's not even that serious. But I'm just saying that, like, I definitely, for him, it really was, he wanted to be, like, because he's not, you know, playing basketball, he's not 6'4", 6'5", 5'10", like, you know, your point. But so when we go to, only if we're in Long Island, like, at, what's that mall?
Which one?
Roosevelt Field. So we're in Long Island at the malls, back in the day, right? Welcome back to Meek and Meeka Live! This is your birthday edition.
It's the birthday edition, so it's been extended. It's long, but everybody ate, so I hope y'all feel good.
Shout out to Keisha. Big Keish. And all that. Renewed smoothies and salads. Follow them. Black owned, women owned, you know.
So they can see you real quick, Big Keish.
That's my girl.
This Big Keish.
Big Keish, come through. Name one Big Keish. Big Keish coming through.
Let Big Keish slide through.
Come through.
She got the drinks and all.
Shout out to that purple haze. I don't even like mixed drinks, but that purple haze is something to me.
Smoked on back in the day, man. It's a drink now.
Something to me.
It's Big Keish world. Tell them about your restaurant and everything.
So we're new to my mic went out. One check, one. That's my hey. Turn it on.
Big Keish like Big Peach.
She turned it off.
I'm a rookie out here. I'm sorry, guys. So we're new Smoothies and Salads. We've been around for 6 years. Actually, August will be our 6-year anniversary.
Tia.
Thank you so much for all your help. Did everybody enjoy the food? So y'all don't feel fat. Thank the Lord. Here we go. So we've been around 6 years.
Explain why I don't feel fat.
What? You said what?
You said y'all don't feel fat. Explain.
Oh, y'all don't feel fat because of what we cook. We cook things with like complex carbs, minimal carbs, no sugars, no salts. So everything you ate tonight is gonna feel nice and clean, so you can still get your Patron on.
And flavorful.
Super duper flavorful.
Very flavorful.
It leaves you wanting more. Did anybody want more purple haze? We're sold out. We're sold out. Okay, we have sold out of purple haze. We have no more.
Why would you ask?
You conquered, right?
We're sold out. But we're in Miramar, off of Hiatus and Pembroke Road. We've been around 6 years, and we're doing major things with caterings and things like that. So if you want to taste that food, it's available pretty much everywhere now.
Yes.
We love Big Keish. Because she does big things, so that's her name, Big
Thank you
Keish.
guys.
Big Keish.
Thank you.
We love you. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Brian.
Thank you,
guys.
Big Keish.
Thanks for always coming through.
Thank you.
Clutch.
Big it up.
The real point guard right here. This is Super Team. We don't build that. Me and Matt, Legendary Vision, DJ L Blaze, and Keish. You shush.
So, one of my friends was downstairs, and she's from Miami, and she's an artist, and she was in the studio downstairs. What y'all don't know is this is Freezy and Flo Rida's studio, which is downstairs. So Jayla just happened to come upstairs. She was like, "Oh, I didn't even know this was going on." Jayla, where you at?
She's right there.
Cause I can't see what these lights. Oh, okay, so Jayla, yeah. So Jayla was down there working and all that. This is her song. Play that shit, man.
Fuck it up.
2020 is J-Lo on the scene with my kids looking clean and my fucking so good and it's crying.
She shy, y'all.
Yeah, we hanging tonight. Louis Vuitton's on and my body looking right. Late free, don't hope I don't fight tonight. Rest OG tripping, ain't fucking up a night. Happy hour on me. So the drink.
Fuck it up.
It's a ball out tonight, so the tab ain't a thing. Everybody love me, and my face stay clean. This a bitch right now, probably hating on me. Shayla be talking, but Jayla can't rap. By the end of this show, number one, no cap. I got 99 problems and a bitch ain't one. And if a bitch touch me, get a hose, it's done. Kid over there wanna holler at a bitch. Word on the street, nigga, there's a trick. Got no time again, yeah, my life too lit. Nigga play hoes like mad as shit. You got one day to cry, get over it, bitch. And if you let him play you twice, that's your fault, sis. Don't be kissing no ass for no bags and shit. Let me give you the game, how to walk up. Rule number one, better put yourself first. Never let a nigga see you all sad and hurt. Rule number two, never be number two. You a franchise player, bitch, that nigga need you. Rule number three, ain't shit for free. When you got your own bag, you gotta double the fee. Rule number four, say G to the goal. All to the real, be a player by choice. When that video just drops on YouTube, baby, go watch it and all that good shit. I did not have no plans to be up here rapping.
Wait, what's your Instagram?
Jayla Anderson, JLAANDERSON.
Bars,
Yes, my video just dropped. Go get that shit. It's going up. The rules, they going viral. We got the Snap Challenge. Damn, I ain't do the rules for my Snap Challenge, but you know, $500 if you want to go get creative. That's how it goes. What else?
Damn, Jayla.
You know, that's the rule.
Jayla was downstairs in the studio working, and she just haven't heard that we was up here, and she just came up here, and I'm like, okay, I know her. Right. So, tell us about you. Tell us about your music. What inspired you? I know you went to, I think, school in Tallahassee, right?
Florida State.
What?
Yeah, Florida State.
Florida State Seminoles in this bitch. Florida State Seminoles in this bitch. What's up, Seminoles? What up, baby?
He went to Florida State too. Unfortunately, I went to the University of Miami. So, yeah.
You know, I just always say cordial.
Yeah, stay cordial.
Wait, he had the shirt on at the boat. And boats was passing, other yachts was passing us, and they see him in his shirt, they was like,
Right. As they should. But tell us about your journey going to college and all that, and then getting into rapping. Like, tell us about it.
okay.
Somebody say stop?
Okay.
Y'all Shirley?
So, I never planned to be a rapper. I ain't planning. I've been an actress. And that's still, of course, part of the plan. But, I mean, everything's happening now. But I graduated from the West, Northwestern, in 2012. Yeah, it's a lot of comedy.
I'm an honorary boo.
Boy,
So I graduated.
Jersey.
I said honorary.
So I graduated from the West in 2012, and then I graduated from Florida State in 2017. I was an EWM major, editing, writing, media. A secondary in sociology, a minor in entrepreneurship, because I did makeup. I still do, you know, still gotta get some money.
Yours look great.
But thank you. I'm like, because I was rushing, so thank you. I'm not sure the truth or not. But yeah, so I don't know, I just always knew I was gonna be something. Like everywhere I go, people like, you gonna be a star, it's my energy, you know, different things of that nature. But I never thought I would do music. And then I used to do like hosting with Listen Girl Power when I was in college, Diva. She'd be like, you can do the red carpet. I just always loved celebrities. I used to sit in the mirror all the time and be like, that's me. I'll watch like Basketball Wives, or like if I see movies and I'd be like, that's me. And that's just basically how it was. And since I was little, I just studied interviews like Gabrielle Union, Taraji, Will Smith, and I still do. Like Pursuit of Happiness movies, stuff like that. I'm just inspired by. So when I graduated, child, it's a mess. But I had a good job. I was an interventionist at like 2 schools. Every time I get a job, they'll fire me. And I got tired of that. And one person who told me was like, you need to go do what you really want to do. You're going to be on the cover of somebody's magazine because you don't want to be here with these kids. And I really didn't. That's why I salute teachers. If you're a teacher, you better really want to do that. Because if I was a parent and I had a teacher like me, I was like, she's not teaching my child. She don't want to do that. So if you really want to be a teacher, I salute you, because I was that one that I liked the $27 an hour, but I did not want to be bothered. So I used to have my AirPods in and I used to listen to YouTube beats. And I used to be writing my songs, so thank God I had kindergartners, because, you know, I look like the kids. And it's just 1 plus 1, you know, 2 plus 2, we could do that in color. It's simple. Like, it wasn't rocket science. Yeah, you know, for the kids, they color and who they love because they coloring. Simple. We working together. Then one day, I went to work, and they was just like, Miss Anderson, I think you just need to go once again, do what you really want to do. That shit I used to come to work so chill, but my hair be changing all the time. One lady was like, well, what else do you do? I'm like, girl, what? Like, hold on. You know what they do? Yeah, like, what's up? But like, prior to that, everybody used to be like, you need to rap. You need to rap. And I'm like, I'm not no rapper. Like, what you mean rapping? I just be making beats like boom, 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 rapping, doing low 1, 2. And then I had one verse. It was the Foxy Brown Get You Home. And I sent it to this engineer at the time. He was like, you ain't never rapped before? I was like, no. He was like, if you ever quit, like, I'm going to charge you. And he never charged me. And he came back, he was like, I'm going to give you raw bass, it takes 2. I want you to go in on it. I didn't know I could write music, but when I was in college, I had music lessons and stuff. I didn't realize I was breaking down lyrics and understanding that I could write my own music. So I guess my degree still comes in handy. Yeah, because I was doing creative writing classes. I had to dissect like scripts for movies, all that different stuff. It's the same thing. So I guess I am still using my degree. And he gave me raw bass, it takes 2 in it. He was like, I want to raw right now. I was like, I am Jay. Like, I was just going off of what he said in the studio. And it was right after the Western Carey City game. And I left the studio like 5 in the morning. And I'm like, dang, I made a song. So everybody heard it. It was like, okay. Like, so my mama, it was a nasty part in that song. That wasn't how it was the one to play. It was like, stand by 5-4 with a fat ass clear. She was like, what? And she was like, you know, when Betty Rap be like, I know you're not going to sing that song. She still say that. And like, eventually she got over it. And then my daddy, when he heard it, he was like, dang, why we ain't been know you could do this? Like, you could have been rapping. And I'm just like, all right, so I ain't had no job. All I had was money in my savings from the job. And some always told me save my checks because I don't know. I knew it was going to be something that was going to force me because I was really unhappy. Like, that degree and all that. I'm glad I got it. I'm glad I got the experience, but it's multiple ways to do what you got to do. I'm just glad I was able to do it all so I could teach somebody else to do it. But I dropped the song and it just started blowing up in the clubs down here. And that was like 2 years ago. And then I started getting booked and doing all this different stuff, and then I did a skit with That Boy Funny on Instagram, and that went viral a while ago. It was like, talking to the city girl, be like, and I was like, you got money to talk? Like, you know, just like that. What you mean? You got money to take me out to eat? I need money. Like, you know, you gotta put the real ghetto girl voice on. I'm already my hand was like, you got money to talk? Like, because that's what city girls is doing. It went viral. And a lot of people was like, you need to do more skits, you need to do skits. But it's like outdoing myself is shy. Like, I gotta break that shell. So, and then, hold on, I got you. And then, like, at the time, it was like, the music was going, but then next thing I know, like, I started, me and Fat and Funny, we started doing the toxic skits. And then, like, that's like my creativity. It started going viral, and then in the process that I had dropped another music video, so I started getting, like, all these different castings and auditions from acting, and now it's just all working together. And I just dropped my fitness line, and I do makeup. That's how I make my money, since every job want to fire me. So it's like, you know, now it's just Jalen Anderson. It's a brand. It's starting in Miami. Now I'm moving to Atlanta, and it's going
Hey.
yeah.
But the great part about it is, the sad funny thing was, I was like, damn, like, I've seen those, I thought they were funny as hell, and you do give me Carisha out of, like, City Girls.
Want to
Like,
make you laugh though? I'm really not toxic. Like, if somebody try to like, I've been toxic before, but now, no. If you want to yell,
you like me, we reformed.
I'm not doing all that with you.
You're not
gonna stress my mental
health. We reformed this. I talked about this earlier before she got here.
Yeah.
The
OE would have been blocking that number about to chase you down.
No, you didn't do that. Blocking. I'm just an ancient nigga. I know that about myself. I used to be an ancient nigga. I am definitely like.
You said you
about
tried.
Only I'll pull up.
What?
You said you tried tonight.
I did say I tried, but I'm still going to keep trying. It's like growth. That person, I'm going to just keep trying. He's not the one that's going to make me be shit. Get what I'm saying?
But let me tell you, when you tired of being toxic, you're going to start working on you so you can be better, so you can attract a good man. Because that crazy crowd, it got to go.
No, but they're not crazy. I just don't like them. I'm just saying. So I'm just not sure.
Anything toxic, leave me out.
Okay.
Leave it to me on the skit. That's it. I can kill him on the skit.
She was doing a good job on the skit.
She be doing her thing.
No, she do.
I be like...
So you come up with a lot of the ideas for the skit? Because you said that's where your creativity comes in. Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, we do both. But we literally make them up just like this, how we talking. Like right now, he would literally walk up and be like, why the fuck you doing that? And I'd be like, real, why you here? Like, it's instant. It's just like that. And people think we go together for real because it's so natural.
They gotta do it so
his
much.
girlfriend record the videos. And it be like, them two so funny, they be arguing. I'll be like, okay, let me just play her real quick. They be right there having their own little stuff going on. But like, it's good chemistry, it's good vibes, and we get a lot of opportunity off it. And, you know, we do good for both of us. So that's what's up.
Shout out to Kitchen.
Yes, Kitchen.
Nothing funny,
We
fast.
gonna fix tomorrow.
No.
I be cheating on Real with Big Sweet. And I ain't even noticed that till everybody said it. Now I can't go nowhere. They be like, Lil Head. I be like, who the hell is Lil Head? I forgot he be saying that on the video. So people be calling me Lil Head. I be like, this shit is ghetto.
Yeah, she is funny as hell.
No, she is. But we had met him at Flo's house, right? Fat and Funny?
Man, where?
At Flo's house.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I know that he comes up with some good stuff too.
Yeah, he's creative.
Yeah, no, for sure.
He's real creative.
But it's good to hear that you come up with some of it because it's really good.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like...
No, because you always think that immediately, I know he's the comedian like when we met him, so I always think that he
But
comes
you know
up
what
like
was funny? Everybody always like, you been a comedian. Like, people really think I'm funny, but I just be talking. Like, I don't try to be funny.
You just you.
Yeah, I just be saying whatever the fuck come to my head, and that's sometimes the problem.
You give a real Miami, like, so, like how, like, people like Carisha, you give real Miami, too. Like, she gives real Miami lingo and everything, too, so that's funny in itself. It is, because...
For real, it's you know, it's nothing like a Miami girl. But it's different type of Miami girls, too,
Actually, it's so funny because I actually like Miami girls out here. Like I always say, like I like the way they talk. I like the way they talk. I like everything.
Yeah, it's
not all Miami girls don't talk the same.
No.
You got certain ones.
Yeah.
Like you see JT and Carisha talk different, but they both Miami girls.
But you can hear it though. Like I know.
I feel like they have the same slang.
It's
like,
different. Like
well, when I say talk, I don't mean they sound. I mean like the things they say.
It's still different. Like.
Some girls, you got the real city girls that be like, what you mean? I'm trying to get this right here. Then you got the ones like, like it levels, you know? Then you might have a preppy girl, but she still be like, you know, it levels. You from Carroll City to City to Overtown, you know, depending on where you from. It levels a little bit. But still,
so the old trainer was really a city girl. Where you from in Miami?
I went to the West, but my mama lived at the stadium in Miami Gardens. So whatever that means, I don't know. But I grew up in that's like Carroll City, Miami Gardens. But I went to the West, so I think I be having a little city in me too.
You do, you're home.
I am.
Period. Shout out to the Bulls. Shout out to the Bulls.
I almost went. I'm honorary.
Okay, that's the high school, right?
Honorary.
How you almost went there? That's 'cause that's the high school, no?
Yeah, but Nene, Burn, all them went there, so we all went to college together. So I said, if I would have grew up in Miami, I would have went to school there.
Okay.
Exactly, so I'm an honorary bull. Like, back up over there, Lamont, I hear you.
I gotta. I don't want to cut this short. I'm coming back again on the Friday because I like this, but I got a little meeting I gotta go to.
No,
so I wanted to ease it in for y'all because I ain't know I was going on.
I'm so glad she came up here because her energy was fire. This is what we like. No, this is what we like. This is the kind of energy we love over here.
Tell them how to check out the skits though.
Just go on Instagram, Jayla Anderson, JLAANDERSON. Just scroll down. You gonna see all that shit going.
She's
JLA.
I was
Anderson, ANDERSON, and then just type in JLAA. It should come up.
Okay, so JLA Anderson. That's easy.
Yeah,
okay,
that's how you find me.
Shout out to.
I be on Instagram. I got other shit, but I don't be on all that. I know how to work Instagram. I'm old. I just turned 27.
Okay, bye.
Good night.
All right, y'all.
Good night.
Keep it going, though.
All right, shout out to. Good luck on your meeting, baby. Shout out to Strong Arm. I want to close out with this topic real quick. My other special guest that's here doesn't even know he was special.
This is our last topic, y'all.
Alex.
I know y'all the eight, y'all get.
I know you don't want to come up here. Where you at? Are you hiding? You hiding? You coming up?
Oh, Alex, Brad.
Oh, you coming up? Oh, come up then, nigga. I didn't know you was coming up. I thought you was hiding from folks. Okay, we'll come up there.
You said the name, you grabbed his phone.
Okay. So as he's walking up here, he didn't even know he was a special guest. So he's friend to the show. Speed Mob. You know what it is. You know what it is. But we were out a couple weeks, was a week and a half ago, we were out and he was just telling a story. We was having a Mac and Meeka live session. Mac was like a ghost that day.
I wasn't there. I went over that. However, so with this conversation, we need y'all input and how y'all
For sure. Cause this is crazy.
I don't know what it is yet, but I just know we need y'all input.
Yo, so we're on the board and somebody asked me about the topic from the night before and I told them, and we just started talking, right? We talking about crazy bitches and all kind of shit. And you had one, you were talking about a stalker, and I said, well, what did you do to make her crazy? Because clearly women, we're not just crazy like that. Like, he made a comment, and can I say that? Okay, he said, no, I had a real life stalker, like, I got a restraining order because she called me over 1,000 times in one day. And I said, nigga, you lying. Like, see, this is what guys do. They try to make us sound crazier by saying all of that. But he showed me screenshots. I guess he needed for the restraining order. And he was telling the truth. I don't even know how you have time in the day to call somebody 1,000 times. But it was true. Over all caps, 1,000 times. And my whole thing was, we got into a whole beef on the boat. It was guys versus girls, really, because I said,
what? Love the battle. She loved the battle.
I thought I was in a circle, a cipher, right? No. But my thing was, you had to do something. Like, what did you do to this young lady to make her so crazy over you? And he kept saying he ain't do nothing, she just crazy, but he kept slipping up. I know you raw dog that bitch, you was telling her you love her. I know there was some stuff that made...
Hold on.
Cause that's a different feeling, y'all. That's a different feeling.
I pull out with a condom on.
He talking about he pull out with a condom on. But I want to put him on the mic because my whole thing to you guys was, and I wanted to bring up here, and I'm so glad he's here, is that I feel like we just don't be crazy for no fucking reason. Like, they give us all these reasons.
But you can't speak for everybody.
Well, they here, that's why they here. I feel like he did something. She called him over 1,000 times in one day. Then he got the restraining order. He was like, yo, get out of here. She was still coming around. He was taking pictures to prove that she was there. And she was...
Well, then he probably got to be that nigga then.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
I said, what you was doing?
He just got to be that nigga.
I said you was still fucking with the girl. It's some crazy shit had to happen.
No. So my thing is, I can't turn a grown woman crazy. You have to already be crazy.
Come on. And this was our thing. So what happened? Like, he said that he was talking to her for a minute. And we were like, he said that we were off and on. So me and another young lady on the boat were like,
It was crazy.
this part was crazy. Like, you kept talking and you kept.
Wait, but Meeka, if that was a God with that whole thing, would you be saying that same thing? Stalker.
What?
That a guy that was acting crazy and shit like that, and the girl was saying like, I don't know what I did. Would you?
No, I mean, cause I've had that. I say that all the time. Like, I don't know why somebody keep calling me, cause I'm not like I'm a dickhead.
You do say
I
that.
don't understand it. Yeah, so I'm not saying that I don't do anything that makes them. I just wonder why they fucking like that. It's weird.
So if I just blame it on your walk, then that's your fault.
But I didn't fuck these guys. You fucked her. Like that's these people that are stalking me. I never fucked with them.
Dick don't change. I'm sorry. Dick shouldn't change a woman's mind like that. Shouldn't.
No, that's not true.
It could be the conversation. It could be the chemistry. It could be the way that you treat her. It could be the way.
I said it's exactly what Missy said.
It could be a lot of factors other than sex.
I'm not lying. If I tell you you're shortening my life, please leave me alone.
That's at the end. That's when you're trying to break order.
We're saying that at a certain point. So what she's saying is she gave you a list of things. So we can't just say like you're short my life in the beginning. In the beginning, there was something.
Because you didn't say that in the beginning.
It probably led to that point, but prior to that,
Wait, because we gotta also ask. Wait, I have to say this too. Wait, not to cut you up, Alex, because this is a great story. Though I ain't gonna lie. There were so many different elements.
Wait, hold on. Meeka, hold on. But we need you to keep it real. Fuck all that bullshit. Like, you're not gonna sit up here next to me and be acting on some bullshit. Keep it funky, like. Because she gave you a list of things, and you want to say, well, I didn't.
Wait, he was accepting gifts.
Thank you, Mac.
She was a nice gift giver.
But he was like,
I heard some Burberry's in there. I don't know. I heard a lot. He was like letting things go here and there. She was a nice gift giver, and I said, you was accepting them? I mean, yeah.
No, not
there
all
you
of
go.
it. Not all of it. I gave back. I'm like, every time we got into an argument, she would go to like Aventura and buy me something. I'm like, yo, stop buying me shit. But in the beginning, I told her I did not want to have a relationship. I'm good. I just got out of a toxic relationship.
All right, so listen.
I don't want a relationship.
I get that because I understand people who say things, but then their actions be totally different.
That's what I said. I said that to him.
Calm down.
I said
So people be like, oh, I don't want this, but then to get in a situation in this
But they treat
treating
you
like we're in a relationship.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
They treat you with respect. They talk
Not
to you
even
a certain way.
treat you.
You talk about certain things that you wouldn't typically talk
Right.
about. You know what I mean? Like you get
It's
deep.
like, yeah, I said.
You make them feel like.
However, it's like, don't tell me lying.
Listen. If I tell you I don't want a relationship,
Don't say tell.
Me
Don't
as a grown man. Me as a grown man, this was the stipulation. Listen, if we gonna do something, we gonna do something. I don't want a relationship. So if you don't want a relationship,
but that's not what we talking
you gonna
about.
rock with it.
Right, you don't want a relationship, but what we're trying to get to is how did you treat her?
After that,
Yeah,
right.
like after saying that.
Missy, I'm telling you, you are like my spirit animal because
It does matter.
I said this shit to him on the boat. You can say what you want to say, but plenty of times a nigga say whatever. I say that.
We're talking one at a time. No, I don't give a fuck what you saying because it's about how you're responding. So like, I can say anything. A motherfucker say, oh, I'm the greatest, whatever. However, your skills will show me opposite. Like, you have to like,
and that's what we
That's where y'all get fucked up at.
How did you treat her?
No.
That's where y'all get fucked
That's
up
what
at.
we
No, I'm just saying, listen.
Clearly good because she's buying gifts.
Meeka, hold on. Wait. Take all this shit out of it. Calm down. Hold on. It ain't you bad, but I'm just saying in general, like, even in sports, somebody said, oh, because I'm about to be the best player. They're saying that, however, when you get out there, you're not showing you're trying to be the best. Because your ass don't want to wake up to go to practice, you don't want to do a lot of shit. So your action shows me you trying to be the best, regardless of what the fuck you said. So the fuck, I don't give a fuck what you said. Your actions, you keep saying like this.
If I act single and I tell you I don't want a relationship, and you're getting in your feelings because I'm acting that way, leave me alone. It got to that point. Just leave me alone. She said I'm never going to leave you alone.
Okay, listen.
Guess what? You know what? Hold on. We do have a life coach, Dr. Tasha's here, and can we bring her up here real quick? This is her specialty. So
I was not ready. She was like, like, I was not ready. Let's put the shirt down. Let's
Sorry, but can we go?
So I wanted to start with what I do believe is a lot of men do this on first dates, second dates, and a woman who has issues with actually listening to when the man is speaking. Men don't waste words. And so she thought that she was going to change him with whatever she was bringing. The money, the WAP, as y'all calling it, you know what I mean? Or just the idea of when he spends this much time with me, he will eventually come through. So I actually believe you. Now, what I understand, what I believe these two are saying is, do you think there was a point before she hit all the way psycho? Because I agree, she came halfway when you said hi, but you didn't know that.
I didn't see crazy.
You didn't see crazy.
I didn't see crazy.
Would you say there was a moment where you could have not given something of yourself and you didn't realize that was going to be the thing that, pushed it over in terms of what she committed?
So
when you rewind the tape, can you think of a time where you're like, dang, I probably should have opened her door. I should have just let her walk to the, you know what I mean? Something that was gentlemanly like, which is what I think you guys are getting at. Was there any moment, if you rewind it a little bit?
Like, although you don't want, I'm sorry.
No, let them finish. See, that's what happened, y'all. We talk as women, ask questions, and then we don't listen to the answer.
I've always acted as what I told her because I didn't want her to get in her feelings. So when she started to do the most, I just said, I think we should just part ways. And for somebody to say that they're never going to leave me alone.
How long can you give us a little timeline?
For
3 weeks, 3 months?
Oh, no, 3 weeks.
Not even 3 weeks?
It was longer than that.
Oh, I didn't hear that. 4 weeks?
Longer.
When you were fucking her, did you say?
Oh, no, you doing it. Okay, now I see.
That's what I said.
4 years?
You're being kind of vague. You're not owning it.
So it was.
You're not owning it.
I told you, Dr. Tasha, little by little things were coming up.
So listen, I'm going to be 100. So when I first started
talking, waiting for it.
I first started talking to her, she was like a little side chick. That's why it's always been like,
you had a man.
And it sounded like she graduated.
She never graduated. She tried.
From sideline to the free throw line? Because he said she started off as a side chick, so it sounded like she graduated. So based on his words.
It was a side chick. So
past tense. He said it in the past tense.
Once I broke up with
the man
girl I was messing with, once we broke up.
What happened then?
She graduated.
How long? Wait, let's go slow. How long
He didn't want to graduate her.
How long was she on the side of the man?
Figure it out.
Probably about a year.
Damn.
Wow.
Okay, so a year. So she was fine with that. Were you accepting gifts, receiving gifts in that year? Oh yeah. Oh, he's proud of you. Okay. Would you say were you accepting gifts and all of that
At
the first year?
time I was.
Okay. And then your words, which I think is what they were saying. What were you saying to her? So you would smash. Let's call it what it is, right? Guys would have some horizontal sessions. So you guys would smash, and then what? Would we go to TGI Fridays? Would we bring in Chipotle? What was the no food?
He don't seem like a Friday type nigga.
No, I'm just
You
wondering.
taking her where?
Yeah, that's what yeah. Was there a restaurant?
Wait. See what I said? Listen a little shit, Tasha.
Go ahead.
I said, where you take her? He said, nowhere. But then after the next verse says, she takes me out. So y'all went out.
Okay.
Where would y'all go?
He played with words, which I think was why you get a little frustrated.
That's what I was saying.
Anywhere. It doesn't matter. It didn't matter.
So this is what's interesting. So I want to write a book one day about charming, like women who just fall in love with charming. And I just want you to run.
There we go.
You know what I mean? Because it works. First of all, it works, okay? So
that Pisces energy, guys.
It really works. However, both ways, all day. It works both ways. However, charming is just so engaged. You know, you engaged into like, just tell me more. And it's not just stigmatized, which is what you were saying. She
definitely, yeah.
What's interesting though is do you have a conscience?
I do.
Okay, and so at what point was there the conviction of, this chick really likes me. I know I'm only going to give her this.
String her along. Let me let her go.
I don't want to use the word string because he said it out loud in the beginning.
So once I got with another girl and we started dating, that's when I told her, I don't think we need to talk anymore.
All right, so my quick question is, she was there for the first girl, hung around, and then hung around. She never became the other girl.
No.
And then there was another girl.
Now I know why she crazy, guys. I know why.
We're not mad at him.
I didn't hear this part.
I just had to ask that.
I just heard this part. I didn't know about the second girlfriend.
No, I just
Now I know why the bitch is crazy.
There was no.
I done waited for you to date that other bitch.
Hold on.
You dated her and then you with a whole next bitch and I'm not the
Oh, right, but we're not mad at him. We can't be mad at him if she stayed 18 years and got nothing.
I said I'm mad at him. I said now I understand.
Oh, now you get it.
I get it. Because he kept saying there was nothing, and I'm like, there had to be something.
But there
Really
was
quick.
conversation that
How
I
come
told
you
her
got-
I don't want anything.
Hold on, y'all. Why did you never choose to be with the side chick? Because I asked somebody else this question before.
Yeah, why
Like they were with the woman, then they had a side chick, then they never went with her and they went with another woman. Why?
And honestly,
what about her that she could not be your main woman?
Honestly, she was. I'm not gonna lie. She would have been a perfect girlfriend, but she's crazy.
Okay, so how soon into the year or two did you know she was psycho?
Off rip, because I would always tell her like, you supposed to be my peace.
Okay.
You supposed to be my peace. Why are you?
But you said earlier that
You got a little crazy in you too. You like that toxic shit. You gotta like that toxic shit. You like that.
You crazy bitch.
Hold on, but he likes it though. It's something about him that likes that. He likes that shit. It make him feel like he was taught at a certain point like, if you fight for my love and all that type of shit, then you really like me. Like, yeah, you know, that's love. He identifies love as argue and fight over me. That's how he identifies love.
No.
It is. You let me play you with a little dream never cut her off.
The girl, she started acting crazy.
Okay.
Right. So after when we were into the relationship, when I was with my
After you did
girlfriend, so I started to see these traits, and I'm like, yo, you kind of balling right now. You're not supposed to be like this. You're supposed to be my peace.
You said you seen that from the beginning. You said you seen it from we all heard the same thing.
I did not say that.
You did say that.
When I first met her, I didn't
Who
see crazy.
else heard that?
That's what I first said. I didn't see crazy. After dealing with her and having every side chick.
That's when she just changed.
How
That's
soon
when you broke up
into?
with the girl.
About 6 months to a year?
No, maybe like
A year to 3 months you found out she was psycho.
Yeah.
But she stayed around for another 3 years.
Yeah, and I would tell her, listen, you can leave. I'm not leaving my current girlfriend.
But wait, you also said that. Hold on, but you also
4 years
said that.
is a long
Hold on,
time.
Missy. You also said that you always took her back. Why?
I took it back a second time. This is after I got with my girlfriend, after the one I was cheating on her.
Why did you want her?
So
Why did you want her?
If you had got rid of her, hold on, Shirley, because you didn't even say that. If after 3 months you realized that she was crazy, right? And then you didn't cut her off then. Then there was a
She
point
would
of,
leave.
okay, but then there was a point in time that you stopped dealing with her.
Right.
And then, by then you already knew she was crazy. So why did you choose?
Wait, first of all, wait,
Hold on.
he's not a doctor though. He's not a doctor.
I'm
He
not
don't know if
asking him
she's
to
crazy.
dissect her mind. He said in 3 months he realized that. So what I'm saying is, I'm listening. At some point you said that you stopped dealing with her.
Right.
It's way past the 3 months that you realized that she was crazy. So once you got rid of her, why then the second time, as you stated, did you choose to deal with her again?
Okay, so because we had conversation and it seemed different. She was a different person.
Okay.
She told me she had changed. She told me she had changed. It wasn't like that anymore. But I also told her, I just got out of a toxic relationship. I'm good. I don't want a relationship. And she was down for it. Again.
So she basically not tricked you.
Then now this time she most definitely wasn't leaving. She said that she's not gonna lose me
So
again.
she just put her foot back in there.
Yeah, she's like, I'm not gonna lose you again. I'm never gonna leave you alone. That's when the crazy shit started happening.
So
Like,
this is
popping up at my house and
interesting.
shit.
I have a question. At some point, now that you looked at it all and reflected, are you mad at yourself for letting her in the second time, or continuing to entertain her after the 3 months? Which part, when you go back and say, man, if I could do it differently, I would have done what? Which one?
Not cheating on your girlfriend.
From the first time, the first 3 months, 6 months. Okay, so could you give a public service announcement to the brothers who are...
You should have just been faithful to your girlfriend. You should have just been faithful to your girlfriend.
Hold on, none of that matters. He cheated. It's okay.
This is your fault.
But I have a question.
Publicly to my girlfriend.
You said all this is his fault?
Right, she said it.
No, what I said is he shouldn't have never cheated at all on his girlfriend.
That's a whole nother story.
That's why I said that part don't even matter.
That's a whole nother story.
That's
Why that happened, that's a whole nother story.
Yeah, we can't tell people what they should have.
We already know what
That's not fair.
I shouldn't have.
But that don't matter.
I do
How did you
agree?
Hold on, cause y'all.
Wait, but
How? Lamont, come on, cause y'all ain't even saying that. Y'all just screaming. How did you get rid of her now?
I got a restraining order.
Okay, then she's just finally.
No, she didn't. He got pictures of her outside his house.
But you ain't. Well, I guess you ain't never.
If you see her raw dog in that bed, she was feeling good.
So you just live in the same spot where you lived from the time you was dealing with her, cause that's how she still know where you live. So how she know where you live now? She outside.
No. I moved. That was
okay.
No, what you gotta say, like, she tried to run me off the road.
So now she.
Oh yeah, I forgot that part.
She moved away.
This is what made him stop talking to the girl. She ran him off the road.
Not because
on the highway.
Else, because I blocked her. Everything in the encounter that we had was because I blocked her.
So she crazy.
So was she waited out front of your house to follow you?
So she waited out front of my house, right? She's knocking on the door and on my windows, and I had texted her, I'm not coming outside, just leave me alone. This girl went and got her car, pulled it around to a closer parking spot with a bottle of water and sat down at my front door.
Damn.
And one thing y'all keep saying that, oh, she's crazy or whatever, but the thing is, he's not a motherfucking doctor. He might say, like, she look crazy, but that don't mean that he not gonna, like, maybe do a 1-2 with her, and, like, keep going.
But this is what we're saying. You may not be a doctor, but you see a sign, so you can't even say. No, wait. Well, you need to get like me because over there, Jay over there. Remember, we're not gonna say the name. Remember when I was talking to somebody that actually really like. I think last year. And no, great person. We had fun. We was hanging out. We was doing great things. Restaurant. We had a great time. And Jay's the head of security at Macy's, and he used to always follow up on his cases. People that steal over a certain amount, they got arrested. And he's like, he sent me a picture. He's like, ain't this that nigga? But I would say it was for domestic violence. Like he had a warrant out from before, and so I was like, "Oh, you ain't gonna hit me then?" Like, so I just like stopped talking to him, cold turkey. Like, you ain't do nothing with me, but I didn't even want no problems with that. I was just like, I never,
I wish I could say
never been in no shit like that.
And like an abstract story that I've heard on my couch, because the truth is, a lot of people even in here, y'all are attracted to psycho shit or psycho.
I believe that.
Now let me tell you why.
Why am I attracted to like bullshit? Like shit that I shouldn't really like. I be wondering because sometimes people like, oh, it was a challenge. Like what? Why I like I'm excited. I feel like excitement. It's boring. It's boring. Like damn.
I like excitement. I don't like boring motherfuckers.
Why? Where I got it from?
I like
Because
it's quiet.
it's a few things to answer the question. Because I appreciate you being honest. Because no, not me issue. It's the minute that you said that, you're acknowledging it. So a few things. If we just talk about chaos, like you're attracted to chaos. Like even when something is content, you will create the chaos so that you are not bored. That's a person.
That's me. I'm that person. I'm like, it's going too smooth. Like, let's argue a little bit, have some makeup sex.
No, that's real. And then the other side of it, because it doesn't mean, sometimes we say, what's wrong with you that you're attracted to psychotic people? But the truth is, as I've heard in my research with other people, is that a lot of people really enjoy psycho sex. So folks that are not rap type, give it to you all type of ways.
Well, let me mind my business. I'm about to say.
No, but the truth is, there's like a real attraction to whatever is brought out in folks that ain't all the way stable in the bedroom. And that's sexy. That's the attraction. You end up attaching to that, then we have an issue. But you love, a little extra, maybe either roughness or...
That ain't psycho sex. We doing all that.
No, I didn't say everything rough is psycho sex. But y'all know there's that line. And you know when you cross that line, that this ain't okay. Like,
you got safety words.
I don't think Jesus is alright with this.
Yeah, it's regular. I don't know about that.
I don't know what that is for you. Everybody has that moment.
Regular shit.
No, there's nothing wrong with it.
You don't choke me, there's a problem. Like,
okay, everybody
that's
not okay.
That's not okay.
If you slap me in the face. No.
Oh, he did that. That's the same person.
That's what I'm saying.
So wait.
That's crazy.
Jay, remember we had this talk. So that same person that had the warrant out out for the domestic violence for like a couple years or whatever. They smacked it. It was like this is my face. Like, it was like that. And I was like, awkward.
Right. That was hard.
And backhand came back a little
But
harder.
that was in the middle of sex though. So
I don't care.
Yeah,
They know one time right here.
And my
Boom,
goal
and
is
I said, I'm out. You know,
that was in the middle of sex though. So
I don't care. That's it. Throw me somewhere, grab me back, headlock a bitch, but smack me.
Don't backhand
That scared the shit
Either
out of me.
forward and then backhand.
And then don't forget the forward smack again, the hardest
Yeah,
one.
that's the line that they cross. That is
You stayed there.
Now you gotta slap him back.
No, I fucking didn't.
You gotta slap him back.
I ain't never touched that nigga again. That's because
she waited till it was finished, and then however never talked
Now you gotta.
I waited, yeah, I did.
She waited.
You
She
gotta
called
make
it done, and then she was like, I'm out.
never again.
And he was good too. He was good too.
Now you gotta.
Where that nigga at?
There's also a lot of deeper reasons, but I don't want to rain on the parade.
I miss that nigga. I don't say I feel. I'm joking, guys. I'm joking.
Wait,
Go
but
ahead.
I can't say that when somebody
Never that.
somebody tell you when you first
I'm a
meet somebody
ghoster.
and they tell you what they mean, that's what they mean.
Exactly.
Even
Yeah, believe them. It's
even
true.
if you get intimate, because a lot of times people say shit when they intimate and during that whole thing or even a little bit afterwards. But the thing is, that first initial thing when they say that to you, that's what they really mean. Because that's how they
Okay,
live in their life.
I'm not disagreeing
No, that's
with
her
you.
fault, 'cause
What
she
I'm
should've-
saying though is that
She should
what
have. Yeah.
yeah, so I agree.
Yeah.
And
That's her
Dr. Tasha said this, she touched on that part too earlier, saying that she hears him, she believes him, she doesn't fault Alex or whatever. And I don't say I don't fault
Because I
him.
ain't sure we believe him or
At
not.
some point, you
I
have to
just said that was my point. I don't fault him for what he's saying, like, you know, because I hear him. But I don't know if I completely believe everything. However, I know that it's very true because I told people all the time, I'm not the one for you.
But he has to take some
I'm
type
not.
of
Go somewhere else.
accountability
And I don't care.
for
any part he did play.
He
I
has
agree.
to. He can't just be like, she's crazy. No, you got to take some type
And
of
that's what we were talking
accountability.
about.
You caused that problem for her to be crazy.
That's what I said. That was my whole point.
No, but like you said, that's that crazy switch. That's that shit in your head.
You cannot blame her.
If you change your mind in that situation and you made that decision without me present, you made that up in your head.
So he does have a point. Yes, you may have told her whatever it is.
You can't
It
put
is
it
what
all
it
on
is.
her, though.
But what I was saying on the boat, right?
You gotta
And the
take
other
some
young lady that was
accountability.
actually crazy.
She was crazy.
What we was talking about
It's
was
give and take. Like,
what I said was many times people have even said that. I met many people like they be like, oh, we ain't looking for that. I said me either, and then they end up wanting something. I'm like, oh God, change their life. Like I still don't want anything, right? So a woman always feels like they've heard that before, and that it's not that they're gonna change you, but once they start seeing you acting different, it's like, well, maybe this might be something different. Maybe change his
But you would agree it's not that's not his fault. That would be hers.
Well, I'm not saying that I'm saying it's partially because if I'm telling, like, the people that I tell them, the one I said, the one that I was ghosting most recent, I'm not the one for you, right? I treat him like shit. I said, he said, I like you so much. I said, why? I'm not shit. I'm not shit. I said that to him.
But you might be attracted to that.
No, I don't like that. I don't even want to talk about
He may be attracted to that.
Maybe he is. I don't give a fuck about him.
Right, so you're turning him on every time you like this.
She may be attracted to what he was doing.
Who? Him. Yeah. Maybe that was what. And that's what I'm saying. So maybe I think more so that he did, because he doesn't seem like a dickhead as much as maybe Meek can be.
I had to be one.
I think you had to be one towards when she started getting crazy. But in the meantime, in between time, in the beginning, you were acting just like yourself. You probably a gentleman in general, like, hey, what's up? How you doing? Good morning. Why that good morning shit? If we ain't fucking with each other like that, do not text me.
No, baby, good morning. No, that's fine. That's okay. That's okay.
Don't do all that. Don't do all that stuff.
No.
I don't need all that extra shit. And I don't even like all that extra shit if I'm not fucking with you.
I ain't even do that. We got arguments
Why you
about that.
texting me this time of day? I ain't gonna lie.
Like, don't ask me shit. Don't even ask me.
Yeah, don't ask me how my day.
Yeah.
But
Bye.
all all girls don't think that. All girls don't think like
what I'm doing.
you
Don't
and
ask me what I'm mad.
Like some girls, but Missy.
But they still tell mine that would feel disrespected.
Thank you. No, don't ask me what. Yeah, I don't like that shit either.
Wait.
So what do y'all want them for? Sex?
Right.
And then you would feel disrespected if they contacted you just for sex. You'd be like,
Not me.
damn.
Right.
No, they didn't ask me that.
But I'm saying y'all have sex with them and then be like,
That's
no,
not true. That's not true.
Okay, so
Depends. I would.
when she popped up at my house,
not the I spy.
and we sitting outside arguing, I'm just telling her, please just leave me alone, just leave. And she was like, okay, if we have sex, I'll leave. I'm like, you crazy?
Well, how long y'all
You
saying
crazy?
that to each other?
What you mean?
Would you have sex with her?
She was dickmatized.
Listen,
Yeah, she doing all that.
That's what I said.
Yeah,
I said that.
It's dick.
No, she just wanted that
It ain't no
All I was saying, I
but
said, you must don't feel like
She's
it.
crazy.
connection.
She's crazy.
And Meeka, I feel like you a woman, you got your own shit, you done been through whatever, and you a maid, so it's like, whatever. You don't
Well, that's
operate
why I
the
feel like I
same
am like
level
that.
where it's like a lot of this shit.
Yes and no. I do agree, and I say that all the time. Like I'm like a one and done. Like you do something so stupid, or you lie about something dumb. Like it could be anything. I'm one and done. Like I don't even want to fuck with you. I might not even call you. Like you won't even understand why. But
my
I think
thing
I've always
is,
been
you
like that though.
no.
Thanks to them.
But I
Over
feel
there,
like-
my
but I
brother.
feel
Like
like
I was
Meeka-
raised by boys.
I
Like
feel like Meeka can do what she want to do, like a nigga, and then if somebody does the back, then it's one of them.
I ain't gonna lie. Somebody did that. We said, I said, you trying to pull a me on me?
Exactly.
I
So
just said it
now,
to you, right?
right. So she has,
but you
she has
didn't
a
go
double
crazy.
standard.
I didn't
She
go
has a
crazy.
double
I didn't
standard.
care.
She's not gonna go crazy, but she has a double standard. Like, so she can do that to a nigga, but a nigga can do it to her. So it's like, so what we talking about?
Not that they can't. It's just like, wow.
You want to allow it. So now you want this shit to end.
No, I mean, I want to give him a dab actually, because you changed.
Which is, I wanted to, the last question, if I could ask it, which is why I was asking about your conscience. I really wasn't trying to put you on the spot and to like, be shady. But I was wondering if there was any conviction of just like, this is wrong, in a way where you're like, wow, is this like my karma coming back on me? I get that it went too far. It went too far. But as I think when people are talking back to you, like you were not innocent, you do not deserve this. So I'm not saying that, but I'm wondering as you think about it, with all the shit that only you know that you have done and either got away with, right, and not caught in life. So I wonder, is there a moment where you're like, oh my God, is this my karma coming back? If you believe in karma or not, but just the idea of it.
With her, yeah, it had to be something. Because somebody just like, one of my homeboys said, oh, she probably tried to put woo on you and then reverse back on her. And I was like, I don't know what's wrong with her. But when we was talking about the situation in Puerto Rico, when she took me to Puerto Rico.
That was the other thing. I forgot. Now you want to remind me about shit that's against you.
No, it's not against me.
This nigga took a whole
I
vacation from
felt
the
like
girl.
he was saying yeah, but then also he flipped it back on her again. So I was like,
The girl took him away for his birthday.
you allowed it.
He went.
So you're part of the problem.
He's part of the problem. And then she was posting it. He's like, I said, but you
Oh,
on
she
the
crazy.
video.
Now we're gonna pull
And
the
he
nigga
was like,
This was a
he
conversation.
said, look at the video. I wasn't interested. I was
You already know. You already know. Like, you want to go to the country with somebody.
All right.
Why would you go on a trip?
Okay, so this
It's a vacation.
So this is what I'm saying right here. So majority of females, okay, if you're dating, right, and you know this guy been hollering at you in your DMs all the time, he got bread, you not interested in him, you're not gonna date him, but he want to take you out, you hungry, you gonna go on that date.
No, I'm not.
We had to talk.
You saw the situation going on that day.
A vacation and a dinner are two different things.
And I'm not even doing that. I'll go.
No, it's not. Now you enticing him. Now
I'm actually not the kind of person that's
No, wait, no, girls go out on dinners for like
Just to
dates
eat.
and stuff, but not guys. We don't do that.
Right, but the guy likes her.
But no. Actually, I don't do that. And this was kind of the conversation now. I actually don't do. Okay.
What you're saying.
So this is my problem. And everybody always be like, oh, you gotta do whatever. You gotta take that. I actually can't do that. Like, if I don't like you, I'm not. I said this on the boat. I said I actually won't do that. But to me, it's still different from a vacation.
The other girl said she would.
The other girl said she would, but she was crazy
She
too.
was crazy. Exactly.
I'm
So
not even
my
going on
thing is-
vacation with a guy I don't like.
So this is my thing.
I definitely
even
would.
though women won't date that person, they'll still take that date.
That's not
I'm
true.
not
But that's
doing
what I'm
that.
saying.
No.
she and I are saying that we wouldn't.
Okay, some females. I'm
Like,
not saying
I
all.
can't.
That's why.
That's one of my downfalls, like, when I was trying to be shit this week.
But this was
And I was trying to be
you
nice,
would take
I
that
just
date
can't.
just to go eat.
No,
I
I
took the
wouldn't.
trip just to go on the trip.
I wouldn't.
No.
No.
Yeah, no, see, this is where you're not owning.
Because I'm
You are already
feeling it.
intimate
Like
with
I'm
this
feeling
woman.
it, and
So
then
that's
this
the
man
Thank you.
feel
You don't
like-
know those trips,
How was that saying? But me
How
going
you
to Puerto
compare
Rico,
to
how was that saying I want to be
Yeah,
with
because
you?
you can't. The reason you can't compare the two because you were already
I ain't never
intimate
been to
with
Puerto
her.
Rico before.
And long term,
Right.
yeah,
But
they
that's
have.
what I'm saying.
What
Listen,
you're-
if you break it down to a simple term,
It's not the same.
It's
I've been
not
on your
the
side
same.
for a
I
while,
wanted to
but
go
in
to Puerto
this one,
She
Rico
had
because I
your
wanted
back,
to go to
and
Puerto
now
Rico.
she
yeah,
had me.
but
No,
this one
but
is not the same. Only because
You could go to
you've
Puerto
been
Rico
dealing
on
with
your
her for a
own
while.
and with your own people.
With your
Right? I'm pretty
people.
sure you could.
But it was
But
free.
you
She
had a
paid for it.
choice. It don't matter. You had
Listen,
a choice.
you made her
whether
feel
to get on the
important.
plane
That's how women
or
operate.
not.
No, we are saying that this happens
That's how
very
women operate.
often. Where
That's
this
how
happens
women
often.
operate.
That you take
We
the
don't-
trip.
As guys,
You
that's
think
why
it's
they
Puerto
get-
Rico.
But it's just not the same comparison.
whatever.
What he compared
What
it
is
to
Puerto
is not
Rico?
the same.
I
That's
said
all.
what I said. I don't want to be in a relationship. If you chose to be there, that's on you.
No.
Right, so would you agree that this is a very dangerous game that you're playing?
And you was fucking on
Would
in
you
Puerto
now
Rico,
say,
sir?
but would you?
You fucked on in Puerto Rico?
Definitely.
Of course they have.
Yeah, like it's
Y'all already
like
know
he
they
said,
was
it's
fucking,
Puerto
right?
Rico.
Please stop.
Were you
On the balcony, in the Uber.
Were you ever
If
caught?
I don't
But are
say
you
I want to be
acknowledging-
with you, if I say I don't want to be
We
with
have
you,
heard-
I don't want to be in a relationship.
We
take
heard
it
you
for what
say
it
that
is.
for
But we
the
on vacation together, nigga.
You're not
But we're on vacation.
Why would you
And
be
it's
on
legal
vacation
action.
with a person you don't want to
That's
be
what I'm
with?
saying. If I was a female, right,
say
You already
and a
cheated
dude
on her. What part y'all not
that I did not want to be
understanding?
with
That's
took
what
me
I'm
on a vacation,
He went on
that
we
female would
it's
still
clear.
go.
That's not true because we wouldn't even. Not everybody. Not
It happens all the
everyone.
time.
I get what you're saying.
It
It happens all the
does.
time. If I was a
But
female,
it
it would
does
be okay.
happen all the time. I mean,
If I was a
It's
female,
not
it would be okay.
no, we're not. No one told you
We're
that
not
you're
saying
wrong for going.
We're saying that she let her on. That's what we're saying.
Would you title it as a dangerous game that you play?
different than your ex calling
Like,
you.
would you
This
be
is
telling
somebody
your
who's
young
steady dealing with
little
it for
brother,
years.
mentee?
How long
Wait,
ago was this
that's a
trip?
good question. That's a
How
good
long?
question.
You're
Would you
not-
at least title it a dangerous game that you was
What you're
playing?
playing is a dangerous game.
Were you ever
At least
caught?
categorize
He don't
it.
see it.
Were you ever arguing?
Crazy ass
You
places.
wouldn't
You don't think it was dangerous because he was never
They're not
caught?
saying you wrong.
Well,
They're
you
not
don't
wrong.
You really have a whole restraining order.
In my
He not listen. He not telling his mentee nothing, Dr. Tasha, because he done got trips to Puerto Rico, Burberry. He done got gifts.
Oh, you're really not.
How long ago was
So
the
I
trip?
don't agree. This is when it's funny to me. There's young,
See that at the
bringing us up
How
there.
No,
long
I
ago
get that,
was the
which
trip?
is why I'm saying the PSA right
How
now.
long ago was the trip?
So, I'm sorry.
How long ago was the trip?
How long? Years ago.
He said that it wouldn't be dangerous because
I think
he's
your
not
question
dangerous, she's
is how
dangerous,
long
which
it
means you are playing a dangerous game if you're dealing with a dangerous girl.
It's a game. You're still like a dance.
It's a
You're still
dangerous
in the
game.
dance.
No. When I took the Puerto Rico trip, it hadn't gotten this bad.
How old are you?
I'm gonna tell.
That's what I'm saying.
39? Really? Interesting. I would have.
He lying.
I wouldn't have given you. Oh,
You supposed
but
to
I
already
wouldn't
know
have given you
that
30.
motherfucking essential.
That's not. That doesn't sound like the 39-year-old mindset.
Wait, that was years
If you
ago.
That was years ago.
experiences.
That was years ago, though.
Oh, and all this was years ago. Oh, when did it happen? What age were you when this happened? I shouldn't have.
I mean, he's in his 30s.
Early 30s.
Shit, in his 30s, man.
Right. So again, we gonna try to clean it up.
She's trying to help you out.
Okay, so I get what
Moving forward,
I get what
what you're doing is like romanticizing something that's not a good look. At the end of the day, and you're not even like checking yourself while you're saying it out loud, while you're laughing. Ain't shit funny.
So this is what I'm
At this
saying.
point,
This
that's what I'm
stuff that
saying.
happened was earlier when she got
No,
to the
because
point where I was
but you're
like,
talking as the 39-year-old now. You're not, which is why he got getting upset.
no,
You weren't
I
even
laughed
keep.
because she brought something up.
No, I'm not talking about the laugh. I'm talking about like why someone is listening to you and can be frustrated because you're not saying I used to be this way. I da. You actually are kind of glorifying it like it's. I'm just telling you that's how it comes across. Which is why I'm just trying to help you clean up. Moving forward, do you do anything now differently? How you date? How you vet out broads that you date? Oh, you don't date.
I don't
Oh, so
You have
now
a
you're.
girlfriend now?
I don't have a girlfriend, huh?
Oh, I thought you just said
You don't date at all?
Used to. He was past.
Listen. To all my homeboys, whenever we go out, do I talk to anybody?
Wait a minute.
I don't talk to anybody.
So you're celibate then, huh?
He's definitely
definitely not celibate. We know that.
So he's celibate.
He
loves this shit.
Listen to what she got.
Listen, I have a brother, and my brother raised me to believe that what a man tells you, you believe. No matter no matter how he treats you, if he tells you, I do not want a relationship, they switch that light off. And they do not want a relationship. No matter what they do for you, they will never want a relationship with you because they told you that.
I would
you
agree.
have to listen to that, no matter what they do.
But
And I'm always
in your head that he really didn't say that,
it don't matter.
But listen, your brothers ain't everybody else's brothers.
I understand that. I understand that.
Their feelings are getting, mixed up.
Right,
so
but
you can say
she
something.
I know people that told me they
say something, but then it feels different.
I agree with that.
If I kept it real.
Men don't waste words at all. So believe them.
Because I would say, forget about that. Like, Trent has a great point because I brought the last time my brother and my cousins were here, I brought up how, like, I learned a lot, or I am the way I am, I think, because of just seeing stuff. My brother never said nothing to me. I just watched how he moved, and I guess I was like, I picked up a lot, and I just didn't want to be that girl. So it was always like, I guess I'm a nigga. I don't know. I just never wanted to be that person that they were all trying to play. All the time they were playing people back in the days, back in the day.
But that's why you became a player.
But that's, back in the days I was.
Right.
But my point is, not everybody, let's imagine if those same people that didn't speak and didn't spit game and teach you game, but they weren't like the way they were. Now I don't know how to move. I don't know how to act. And I'm
there's a real deeper
how you
issue.
treat me. It might be different. Like, I don't do that. But I'm just different anyway.
If it's a pussy right there and the guy give you the shit, you do need to believe him.
Right,
Because let's say I have a good dating, but at the end of the day he tell you he don't want to be with you, and then you go back and it's like a car under your thing with some shit to go to Paris and meet him and have dinner and all that shit. You still need to believe what the fuck he said.
Exactly, from the beginning.
And like I'm even trying to
not be so damn impressionable.
Started to tell that earlier.
Sometimes I will say this though. Sometimes guys say
he's talking. He give up some.
Oh, I ain't even hear
No,
him.
she's been talking. Just go ahead.
Okay, well, I don't know you from the first, but and that's your homeboy. But he could be lying the whole time. He could be making up a story too, at that. I'm not saying you as a person, I'm just saying in general, because we just listening to the story. So
to the story? Like the situation with the girl?
What happened?
You mean the situation with the female?
I'm just saying, like, we all listening to the story. Some people do like to play victim. He could be a person, not saying that you are, he could be a person that like to play victim.
I thought that, I ain't gonna lie.
Until I show her proof.
Well, yeah, see, that's the thing, you show her proof. But,
I know. It seemed crazy, right?
Yeah, it doesn't seem like really.
Okay, so
But I really hope that when y'all intimate with somebody, are y'all really believing everything?
Listen, first of all, let me tell you something. I'm the type to be like, somebody tell me they love me, we intimate, I'll be like, I love you too.
But that's it.
And I don't give a fuck, because I don't really know.
Exactly.
So, wait.
I said the same thing, but after that,
making sure.
You have to take the eye off.
And we talked about that. I said the nigga be like,
if you really
I love you
don't put the
too.
eye on it.
I don't care. Like, we having a moment.
I never said that.
That's how the game goes.
But I'm just a different person.
Some people don't really grasp that, especially if she in love with him and she already got like a little crazy switch and then they
See, the thing about it, he's a handsome guy, and then when you start treating somebody differently, that's my only point. I get what Tia's saying, I get what Trent's saying. Well, not even what Trent's saying, I'm sorry. You're saying what I'm saying, kind of like, you don't know
But we
what that person, how they was.
That looks don't really matter when you know your own worth.
That's not true to some girls. So I'm saying
when someone that knows her worth, would you think that looks would change and manipulate?
No, it doesn't. No, I'm saying that for a woman or a young lady that doesn't, you're saying don't know her worth.
Okay,
whatever.
Then that all the shallow.
He's a handsome guy, and if you start being nice and doing all that stuff, they might start thinking, "Oh my God, he like me."
Right.
It
doesn't take much to manipulate her.
It doesn't exactly. That's all I'm saying. And it's very, especially in this day and age where you feel like everybody's out there playing around doing whatever, and then you got somebody in your face that's being sweet or doing whatever.
But see, this is my thing. Y'all understand? I wasn't that person to promise her anything.
I didn't say that.
No, I'm just saying. I'm talking to them. Like, I never promised her anything. I even told her, I think you should talk to somebody else that likes you the way you want to be liked.
But did you tell her that while you were inside of her? Like, that's the thing. She wasn't listening.
It's a conversation. I'm saying, if I'm saying leave me alone, and you're saying you're never gonna leave me alone.
But then she's like, I got us tickets for Puerto Rico, and then you go.
No, you gotta understand. That was before. That was before the crazy. Y'all not understanding. That was before the craziness.
Okay, because sometimes what I was gonna
shit, jet skis and all.
What I was gonna say is sometimes a guy, you know, he may say, you know, he don't want a relationship and he's not ready for a relationship, and then they question your actions, like what you doing,
That's what we're
where
saying.
you at. Why you talking to this nigga? You was talking too long to that nigga. Don't try me. Stop fucking playing with me. I'll fuck you up. You know what I mean? They give you.
But he said he wasn't doing that.
But he says initially that he's not ready. So it's like, bro, like you the bro.
We're not saying that you did the question.
You know, but
she just saying those are
they're
actions.
like, don't fucking play with me. I'm not no bro. Like, you know, stop trying me. They do come with that aggression in the end, and it's like sometimes you have to remind them this is what you put out.
No disrespect. Have you ever just had a sex partner?
Yeah.
Did it get deep like that?
Not on my end. Because it was that. But what I'm saying is sometimes guys, they would feel like, look, don't fucking play with me. Don't try me. Don't talk to nobody. Don't sleep with nobody. Don't do none of that shit. But I'm going to do me.
So how did you feel that they acted?
I mean, I have to typically just remind them, like,
right.
listen,
So when you reminded them,
you remember you said this, right?
So when you
and
say
it's
that,
always stop fucking playing with me.
I'm never gonna leave you alone. What would you call them?
Crazy. Nah, she's crazy. Granted, but if I was like, you know, submissive to him, or if he said, listen, we going on a Puerto Rico trip, and I go, I'm fueling it. You know what I mean? Like I'm playing into his narcissistic ways, you know, his ways.
So it was just
but
sex.
in order to dead that, I'd be like, listen, I'm not going on a fucking trip with you. Like, where's this going? Like, what are we doing? We're not doing anything.
Y'all keep mixing the two. The Puerto Rico trip was before all the really, really crazy stuff.
It was before the crazy stuff.
Yes. So I was gladly taking
So if it was before the crazy,
Women are emotional creatures.
Okay.
That's why girls, y'all need to let niggas take y'all on trips. Y'all don't need to be the ones doing the trips, okay?
I can take my whole trip.
If a nigga want to take you on a trip, you'll go on a trip.
That's what I'm saying. If a dude, not saying y'all, but some females, if a dude say, hey, we finna go to Dubai, he's gonna expect that, probably expect some booty. But you say, oh, I'm just here for the trip.
Nah.
That's not true. Y'all gonna Dubai, y'all fucking. Shit, y'all go to Houston, I think y'all might be.
Nah, we going to Orlando.
They go to Orlando, they fucking.
Orlando?
Nah, definitely. No, but it's 1:40, so we're gonna like.
Thank you very much, Dr.
Any last words? Cause it's 1:40, so we're gonna shut down and have some couple drinks and turn the fuck up and end the night.
Okay.
But
Cause it's your motherfucking birthday.
What you said, Miss?
It's your motherfucking birthday.
That part, yeah.
Oh.
Shout out, I didn't know he was gonna be put on the spot.
That was good though. He handled it good.
He handled it very well. He handled it very well. I think you gained some fans in here.
Women just
Don't be crazy now. No crazy.
L Blaze.
DJ L Blaze.